โอ้โหอุ้ยเว้ยเว้ยเว้ยเว้ยไปอุ้ย
อยู่กาแฟหรือแกฟ้า
หลับเพลินไปเกินสั่งแบบปั่นเดียวนี่อยากกินแบบปั่น
เอาเต้ปั่นนะ
ไม่ใช่นมสดปั่น
on some of that economic damage. Now, one thing I also want to note is T1. Now, they played Haven last week against RRQ. It was very well done, but I think part of it was they counter-stranded heavily against RRQ, and specifically Elmi Morris lurking. And this time around, now that it's a team of Soldown who just pops off on
the
maps where it's not super Jet. I think now Jet's still good on Lotus, but you have that Harbor this time on T1 that can still try to put up a bit more easily.
ได้
อยากเล่นเกม
ถ้าบูมอยากเล่นแค่นั้นแหละ
อยากเล่นเกมเว้ย
เฮ้ยบูมเย็ดรถปาร์ตี้มากี่วันติดแล้วเนี่ย
bit of a trade. Munchkin fights back, and it's going to be just one and then none as Munchkin gets the last kill onto Anthem.
Just a great setup from T1, and again, this is that Harbor coming into play, right? Not only can you use the high tide to really cut the map into pieces that you so choose, but then also using that cove so that they wouldn't get spammed over from A main, so they only have to focus on the tree side. I mean, really well done by Zeta, and also Zeta and Harbe.
ปิดตาตีนเนี่ยวะว่า
Whenever they're able to play together like this, their double teaming has been so
good.
So a solid first round.
ป่าเลยมึงดูครบแล้วบูม
9 โมงเลยเหรอ
ไอ้ย่าพี่ดับ
ยังคุกตัวอยู่ในผ้าห่มอยู่เลยครับ
So it's going to be that very weak round. Let's see if Detonation Focus can get creative with their plays.
ไม่ต้องก้าว
takes that first shot and whips backs up.
ยังนัวอยู่
Oh, but you can't get the kill yet. Saya still alive.
Crazy moment there. Munchkin gets the drop on 2.
Oh man, I mean that was kind of a battle of pride between the Jets and Soldown did what he could, right? They realized that Saya was waiting there with the Marshall because he spotted on the first jump across. So they purposely used Jet to widen the angle as we see this round kind of finish off. And the idea was, hey, if the Jet's this far out with the Marshall, we can probably get into the site pretty easily. But unfortunately, he can't get the burst right away with the right click. Tries to chase up, and then just through the movement, Saya was able to dodge just the bullets where he can recover.
Kind of a crazy start here with Jet flying over and then getting the shot point blank there with the Marshall. Looks like we're not going to capture that moment here in the highlight. But again, an expected victory here for T1. We now go into that bonus round. We're going to focus me. Try to pull through with something. Otherwise, it looks like what we predicted may start to be unfolding here as we get into the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Now with their weapons, now they kind of had an idea of there was a Stinger and a Marshall on the other side. Ooh! Saya is not one to be slow on the trigger there, but Taka able to just swing out wide. Gets that early pick. Now, DFM, they don't need to force this, right? They know they know they just took out the Jet. That means that there should be some sort of adjustment. DFM waiting to see if anyone pushes out for more information. Now, T1 on the other hand, they have a Killjoy, right? No need to overcompensate for any sort of deaths. They're happy to just take it slow, set up the utility over on B and C.
Hey, it looks like we're going to have some noise created here. They haven't actually gone in through there towards A, and they're actually going to loop back around through mid towards B. They have ended up trading out. Taka J has been picked off by Carpe, and the B plant does start. Munchkin trying to come in here through the Omen smoke. Killjoy utility going to be set up.
They know he's in there
กาแฟ
now.
แพง
เฮ้ยแล้วสโมกอะไรอ่ะ
Saw the nanoswarm getting shot down, so suggests just puts a little bit of pressure onto Munchkin. He gets scratched up quite a bit.
ที่สโมกแบบอภิญญา
T1, yeah, they just need to get picks on the other side, right? Economic damage being done to DFM. It's a very small site, so if they can just keep him trapped in there,
ได้ไหม
or even better, get the kills.
แลกเสียงออก
Big moment there again. Detonation Focus me. They need this round so badly. The spike ticks away. They're gonna have to pop through smoke here. They've got the
ต้องชนะอีโค
I think they can get this.
ไม่อีโคดิชนะโบนัสโอ้เรียบร้อย DFM
Spike diffuses the third win on the board.
ชัยชนะไม่ได้ครับเดี๋ยวเอาเสียงกลับ
Snowballing begins. A difficult fourth round now here for Detonation Focus me. I thought it was at the start a good round in round 3 there. They did manage to get into B, but they weren't able to stabilize it. And especially in the end there with that harbor bubble, they weren't able to stop the defuse no matter what.
Yeah, it's already pretty rough, right? And a lot of this just comes down to the utility setup from T1. I mean, you look at that toxic screen, it's meant to do that. It's meant to make sure that even if you try to rotate from A main to B, it's not going to be an easy task. It actually helps cover the Killjoy utility as well and hide it on B site. And now the Harbor rotates over to see a good read over on the side of T1. And they do this a lot, right? Whenever they're playing Harbor and Sky, they'll send out this Cascade and then Guiding Light through it, get info, and then rotate over just so they have an idea of how they want to reorganize their default.
Yeah, we're going to have a peek now here from Ban. Doesn't see anything just yet. And there is going to be a wraparound right now. Detonation Focus Me back through spawn, quietly coming towards A, but Saya is going to be there to meet them on the end. We have talked about in the past, occasionally, Japanese teams too willing to kind of run the clock here, and almost at times too predictable. A lot of moments coming in the last 40 seconds. This game could certainly be one of them, but that doesn't always give you a lot of time to secure the site. I mean, you want to have rounds that are drawn out and dramatic, and then you need to have rounds that are explosive.
Yes.
And so, you know, this is already a pretty tricky round for them.
เดินบินทบาทใจแทบขาด
And it's going to be banned once again.
Well, and the nanoswarms haven't been cleared, right? They've never entered C-Site yet, so they don't know the exact location. Now, they can expect nanoswarms to be there, but this could do a lot of chip damage. At 20 seconds, you got to win your first kills immediately as you enter. Now, they are going to get it. Anthem gets the first kill.
แบนโดนสวนดิ
See Munchkin coming around. Shots fired, and he ultimately does take out Soldum. He's holding anymore! Oh my god, it's like what we talked about earlier. Not enough time in the round now to get this spike planted. As we've got a maroon Takache all the way back at attacker spawn, forced into a save. Guess you can call it that. Whatever else you can get out of this round. And that's going to be another win here for T1, 4-0. Detonation Focus Me is unable to really make anything happen.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where even, we talk about this a lot, that even if you're on these losing rounds, right, for instance, like that second round, you want to play it in a manner where you can get enough information where you can start to get the reads against your enemy team. Now, DFM didn't have much of an opportunity. They didn't give themselves the space to figure out the default setups from T1, where they had to invest their latest buy round to do that, and it was so costly. Now they're on an eco. They barely just got the read on the C-Site setup. But on the next buy round, there's a chance that that could change, and the mind game is entirely in T1's favor.
Oh, first
อันดับ
shot
ทารอนขยับอย่างเงี้ย
Jess is
ใช่
out
ไหม
of the picture.
คงมีแต่
Now
เรา
a 5 versus
ที่ต้องนั่งเศร้า
4. Again,
นอนเฝ้า
already a difficult 5th round here.
หรือว่าตอนนี้ทารอน
They
มัน
are
อยู่ที่
still
9 แล้ววะ
committed, it looks like for now, coming up
ไม่มี
into
กี่ทีม
game.
อะ
I mean, this is fairly telegraphed and spotted. I mean,
God.
we saw it on the menu map. The Guiding Light had just checked C main as well. The attacker's toxic screen is here. They know they're coming into A site.
Soldom does take Zeta out. The spike will be planted over here into A, so it's going to be up to T1 to try to figure out a retake.
Now, there is a lockdown. Yeah, it's going to come out right away. It's going to clear the site. And afterwards, Saya player can hold A main again with the operator. Right? It's just making sure no one tries to come out close. And that means they can just let the site. T1, this retake is going to look relatively easy.
ได้อยู่ได้อยู่ไม่แย่ครับการันตีที่ 9
Oh, shot fired through there does connect. Munchkin on the hunt, gets one.
อุ้ย
Now it's just Anthem left over. Spike defuse starts, pop flash around the corner.
โอ้เกือบครับ
And
ไม่
it's
ทัน
funny,
ค
the
รับ
angle
ไม่
looked
ทั
like he was going to get that kill, but Ban is too fast, takes Anthem out in the 5th
นี่ครับสวัสดีครับ
T1 victory.
Emotion
Is already here.
Yeah, and, you know, normally we might even talk about, okay, well, you took away some weapons, etc., but T1, they backed up so much, and most importantly, carry over the operator, so they won't have to reinvest too much. They're sitting just fine.
ได้ท็อป 10 ตั้งแต่เข้าทัวร์นาเมนต์แล้ว
Use the lockdown, secure another win. Now you have.
ไม่ตอนนี้เราอันดับ 9 ก็คือชื่นใจแล้วครับชื่นใจ
Saya just doing
เลข 9 นี่ก็สิริมงคลหูหมายถึงก้าวหน้า
later
ก้าวไกล
half of that round
เฮ้ย
so easy by dropping
ภาพสวยหลังหมด
shot
เลย
after shot. I love the lockdown. I think it made that, you know, a lot more difficult for Detonation Focus Me and again a strained
แอบชักจูงหรือเปล่าแอบชักจูงหรือเปล่าสตรีมเมอร์คนนี้
as things are looking pretty grim.
Ooh, expecting
แอบชัก
the
จูงนะ
updraft as well because of the
ใครวะ
Blade Storm pot from Souldown now.
ก้าวไกลไง
Basically a must-win round for DFM economically. They want to try to jump
โอ้
onto this operator.
นิดเดียวเองเผื่อน
DFM, but Souldown not able to secure the kill.
Yeah, the whip is there. They're going to back up, but I think they might try to come back in once more. Wrapping around the mound over here. We got Zeta in rotation. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see them once again, Seesaw back out through the attacker spawn.
Yeah, now here's the thing is that we talk about 3 sites being advantageous for attackers, and that's because you can take the lead in providing these mind games, right? You can really initiate the mind games against the opponents on the defender's side. The problem for DFM is because now they're on these desperation rounds every single time. They weren't able to take a space, right? So now they just spent the past 15 to 20 seconds extra to take control of the game. Now they're thinking about how do we want to shake up the defense, but you basically have to enter into a site now. Otherwise, again, you're in that same boat where you have to win every single duel to get the plan.
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse.
เรื่องความผูกพันครับ
With very little time left on the
FC
they're going to have to run through the operator. Saya with a wrap around there. Does get the first kill. Suggest gone once more.
Pinch him.
อยู่กันมาจะ10 ปีละ
So they won't be able to set
มา
this
ทิ้งกันง่าย
ขออีก
ๆบ้า
4จะเป็นไรไป
seconds left on the clock. But now it's going to be down to this retake. Zeta with some shots spammed through. None of them actually connecting as the Seeker's going to come up here. Has to take that out.
ครับ
A crucial kill from Zen for taking away the
วางไว้เลย
flashes.
ครับพี่รบกวน
They might be able to do it. Detonation Focus Me looking good, looking very strong. Van and Zeta going to try to come in here for the recovery. But through the Cloudburst, they're going to go first. Zeta starts it and continues as Soldom's gone. Oh my god. Anthem gets that kill.
I mean, Zeta absolutely will try this. He has the money to do so.
That's going to be it. Beautifully done. First round here for Detonation Focus Me. A hard-fought round as well, with only 2 rifles going into the 7th round. But again, it's a start. The question is, can they carry this on into anything that's going to be productive? Because we expect Detonation Focus Me to eventually get around somewhere in here in the first half.
Yeah, and here's the thing, as we look at these replays unfold, I mean, Zeta, heroic attempt, but if anything, right, this is one of those rounds where Zeta can say, you know, I did the economic damage, right, I took away a couple extra weapons. There's something to note is, now DFM, they need to remember that T1, they didn't fight on that fake entirely. So they need to understand that they need to start playing the clock a little bit differently. They can't rely on these heroic fakes.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Just
กู
to
แค่ชอบ
secure,
ลุ
you
ง
know,
ตู่
1 or 2 extra
มัน
rounds
ผิดอะไร
since
วะ
it's not moving.
ไอ้เหี้ย
The only reason they
แม่ง
were
มา
able
ด่า
to
กู
make
เฉ
it
ย
work
เลย
that time was because you had the From the Shadows from Zenfree, right, to able to pinch onto that
บ้าจ
operator.
ริงๆพวกมึงแม่ง
Soldem.
ไม่อิสระเลยเฮีย
Yeah, that-
We have Ban over here on the other side waiting to receive this. Are we going to have the same
รักใครชอบใครก็ได้เว้ย
Focus Me where they're going to be a little bit timid trying to actually push? It
Let's
seems
get
like
down.
no, we're going to have another pull through into B.
กูชอบลุ
Right
ง
up
ต้อย
in the
ผิด
mid.
อะไร
Fires some shots, can't connect it.
อุ้ยโอ้โหเกือบได้
First kill
2
there
มึงอีกแล้วนะ
from Saya as it turns into a trade out. Now 3 to 3. Left over, no plant just yet. But that's coming now.
ไฟเยอะไฟเยอะ
Yeah, the Nanoswarms buy enough time. Now they still have control of the right side as well on that
กูจะวาร์ปอยู่กับที่
connection into A
ไอ้
side.
เหี้ย
So
โคตรหลอก
position is as good as it
โค
can
ตร
be
หลอก
with the 3-man setup they have.
โอ้โห
Zenfree looking pretty good.
โอ้โห
Second kill on
หลอกให้ชอบ
Munchkin.
ช้
Ban in hot water right
Yeah.
now. Hard to imagine that he could pull this through.
โดนหลอก
Flash
ให้
comes
ชอบ
out,
ช้ำ
buying more time.
เฮ้ย
And there's
เอ้า
just
เฮ้ย
too
เอ้า
many angles to cover. That's
แล้ว
gonna
ยิง
be
กัน
it.
อยู่หมับ
The
หัน
second
เฉ
win
ย
here for Detonation Focus Me, and it's
ก็
getting
เสร็จ
better
ดี
and
ครับ
better.
Yes, and
Egg
this
and
time, if you were
fry.
looking at the minimap, you'll recognize that this was the way they want to set up. The entire intention
อู้
was always over on B side.
อู้
Suggest was always waiting in B main, already ready to pounce whenever they were able to come in through Link. So
ไม่
it
มี
was
ใคร
never
ยิงมัน
meant
เลย
to
เฮี
be
ย
an entire A hit. I mean, if it was empty, maybe
มี
they would
คน
have
หั
gone
น
for it.
หันหลั
But
งให้
this
มัน
is the way that you want to use your time. You want to secure at least one other part of the map. Curious to see if DFM is able to do that again. Right now, the setup, Alarm Bot just looking for an A main push out. So it looks like they've got to take control of B main and C main simultaneously again if they want to have any sort of macro movement. Okay, so just taking a bit of a forward approach to A as well, not giving it up entirely. I like it.
เอ้ยไม่
Hold
ค่อย
up,
เวิร์ก
gonna
ว่ะ
come out here with
ตื่
a
นแล้ว
peek.
มา
Munchkin's
วอช
gonna
ปาร์ตี้
pop
เลย
out from the side.
Killed my bot.
Looks like he's ready any moment to do so. A lot of patience here.
Oh my
But
God,
he
ต่อย
basically
สักหน่อย
misses any movement through the middle.
They know they're on the
ตอนนี้
doorstep.
เดี๋ยวสาธิตภาค
That's
ต่อ
gonna obviously be very audible, so that can queue up some attention over there. And are they going to actually wrap back down?
เอ้ยสาธิตมึง
This is
ล
a
องไหม
funny moment. So they're continuing to
may lack,
snake
man.
around back through
โป๊ะ
the attacker side on the map
เดี๋ยวลอง
here.
ให้สาธิต
Maybe
เป็นไหมล่ะ
in
มึงไป
hopes of
เปิด
either
ช่องหลัก
going
แล้วมึง
back
ก็แพร่ม
up their mid or
ลองดิลองดิ
today. We do have Saya waiting over here.
เป็นไม้3ไปก่อน
No operator this time
Yeah,
around.
dude.
Look
Just
at
a T-
T1,
yeah.
right? They just checked that
Yeah.
it's A main, and then they put the Viper's pit on
take a
C
fan
as well.
bang,
They
bang,
just
bang.
cleared out B main.
The
The
live banana,
information
yeah.
entirely
Yeah.
in the hands of T1. Saya, all he has to do is buy
สั่ง
time
แบบ
here on
เม็
the
ดมาหรือ
duel.
ไงเฮีย
Saya's gonna be ready.
โอ้โห
Perfect shot. Does not get two. Thought he was gonna
น่า
get
ลองนะ
that.
ใครจะดูก็ไปดูก่อนเลย
But they're going to be pushed back out of A. Again, it just seems to me like Detonation Focus B is never willing to fully take a side unless they are so confident. But again, with 20 seconds left on the clock, they're going to go for it. This is insane.
They just have to run in and stick it, which means they have to flood the pit. Okay, so now they know that it's been emptied out long enough.
เอาแล้วออกมาจากอันตีทำไมวะไอ้แบน
If it wasn't for that,
เฮ้ยเล่นแปลก
there
ๆเว้ย
was no way that this was going to be secured. The lockdown.
ไอ้เฮียเล่นโคตรแปลกเลยว่ะ
Because they were in a rush, the lockdown has to be initiated early.
อยากจะแพ้ละมั้ง
Against the retake. It's basically a pure 4-on-4. Okay, they're going to invest the pit as well. They just want whatever rounds they can get.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a very expensive win if they do it. If T1 can shut this down, it's going to be a very starved Detonation Focus B coming into the future rounds.
มีถ้ามันชนะมันก็มีสิทธิ์มันก็จะเป็น 4-3 ป่ะตอนนี้มัน 3-3 ทุกทีมนี่
Flash inside the Viper's pit, another flash. Anthem with a good lurk over there, and is then the favors returned by Carpe.
Ooh, nice positioning swap there from DFM.
That's it. They're going to ditch it. They're going to try to save those rifles. It's going to be the third round win. And what's been a very hot and cold first half here for both sides. We had 5 wins in a row for T1, and now Detonation Focus Me on the streak with a third for themselves. T1. Again, let's see what Detonation Focus Me has to offer.
Oh, so they read the timeout and they say, all right, we're going to rush. They're going to try to pinch us because T1 hasn't been doing that, and that's usually been their MO with the Sky. I like the play. The Seekers as well. They're going to try to flood A side. They can just get around these
เสียง
nanoswarms.
เสริงนู่นนี่นั่น
They might be able to take over.
แต่ไม่ดูเฮียเลยว่าเขายังไม่มาถึง
ไอ้ช็อตนั้นน่ะกูงงมาก Hunting in the back, ready to receive them. So far, so good. The spike is going to be planted.
Suggest needs to get 1 kill. Maybe 2.
All right, traded out. Saya gets that drop. And now we're going to see, are they going to try to push in or not?
No, they got to save. I mean, look at their econ, right? It's down in shambles. I mean, they were sitting so comfy, and then,
คู่นี้ต้องเชียร์ทีม
2
ไหนเหรอ
rounds down, you try to rebuy the operator, and now you're
ไม่ต้องเชียร์หรอก
down with, nearly
0
creds left. I mean, just
ทา
trying
ร
to
อน
get
มัน
whatever
มัน
picks they
มัน
can, but
มันพึ่งใครไม่ได้แล้ว
with the number of
นอก
rounds
จากจ
left,
มูกตัวเอง
DFM,
ตอน
they're
นั้
not
น
going to take too big
เอา
of a
ให้
hit
รอด
either if they
เรียกว่าเอาให้รอด
win streak.
เอาให้รอด
They're
ดี
going
ก
to
ว่า
abandon this. This will be the 4th round win.
เพราะศึกใหญ่ที่มันต้องเจอมันเจอเจนจีมันเจอเปเปอร์เล็กไหม
Oh, beautifully done. Saya now gone.
เอาให้รอดเอาให้รอด
Wants to take the rifle into the next round and doesn't even get that.
One enemy remaining.
แล้วเดี๋ยวค่อยว่ากันว่า
DFM looking rejuvenated. And here's the thing, that was purely whoever took the lead in that conversation, whether it was your coach, whether it was the players coming together, maybe all 6 of you, but getting the read that T1, they called the timeout to adjust their defensive side, that it's to adjust on a push out.
One enemy remaining.
And what a good read. They're actually kind of using their passiveness against T1, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was entirely intended in the long run, but they make the correct read that, okay, they think we're constantly playing passive, now we'll switch it up.
Yeah, almost using that the opponent's team's timeout.
ผมว่าลองเอาระดับตำบลท่าทรายเจอกับ NED ระดับตำบลยังมีลุ้นกว่า
Now, this was, again, a good read from DFM as well. They recognize that this time it's probably going to be a fight. They actually try to play a bit of a passive default. It's just that they get picked off right above the toxic screen there. So now without the omen, they're just going to charge through here. This seems risky. Yeah, you still have time on the clock.
Sold down, going to come through, up, peeking into B. Oh, that's funny.
I actually had that happen to me like 3 times in a row yesterday in my games.
They're getting pushed right back out. We're going to hang back behind the mound.
มีคำวิเศษด้วย
Now, we should point out Zeta is going to be here if A is going to be the target. We have seen a couple
เฮ้ย
loopy
เมื่อไหร่
loops
ข้าว
done
จะ
from
มา
Detonation
โอ้
Focus
ย
Me
จะได้ลง
with
ไปหยิบที
going
เดียว
into
ไอ้
B, back
สัส
out,
เออ
kind of near
อยาก
C,
กิน
and
กา
then
แฟ
either coming up towards
ละ
mid or
ลาย
even
หม
going
ด
into
แล้วอะไร
A.
ของจริง
Now,
ละ
Zeta
ตื่นละ
has enough util to buy time, right? I mean, yeah, I think you send out the Cascade now. It's already at 40 seconds. Then you have the Cove and the High Tide and the Judgment. You might as well use it just to secure this round. Try to make use of that Hero
ต้อง
Vandal.
วอร์มก่อน
Saya waiting.
There it is. That's going to force them to have to rush through, and then the High Tide as well. They're just walking right through.
Oh, I don't know how this is going to work out. Spike dropped.
Ying.
Then picked back up. Suggest gets 2.
แพ้ไอ้เหี้ย
A great breakthrough from Suggest and Taka J. Round should go in favor of DFM.
10 seconds.
เอาแล้วไม่ cover ตัววาง
Saya can't
โอ้
get that
โหน่า
shot.
เดินไปเอาเลยสั
Trying
ส
to come from behind.
อู้เรียบร้อย
Wall bang there.
Last player
Man, it's a 1
standing.
versus 1. But a tough opponent suggests always going to clutch a moment like that. 5-5, we're totally tied up.
I don't think anyone really expected DFM to catch up this much, right? The first round, seemed to be a Hail Mary, and then the third round win as well, and we were like, okay, you've had these costly wins. But then string it together like this.
It's cool that it's close, but what a funny way for this to actually be tied up with 5 wins in a row at the start for T1 and then 5 after that here for DetonAtion Focus Me. So no matter what score we get as we close out the first half, it's going to be extremely close, either 7-5 or 6-6. Saya back with the operator ready.
Okay, both teams still aware that either side could try to contest for this A main control. Now, because they haven't pushed all the way out, Zeta and Saya player have to play it safe. Saya, he's gonna get spotted. There's too many.
Bit of a trade. Operator now down. Zeta ready. Fires some shots. I don't believe any bullets are actually connecting though. Taka gets healed up.
Okay, now Suggest has already been kind of vying for control of B main, making sure no one's pushed out. I don't know if that alarm bot was taken out by Suggest over on B, but we'll take a look. Either way, Suggest has opened the possibility of a B site hit, and which is why Munchkin, he's holding close. They have a lockdown as well on T1. They can buy time if they suspect it, and which is, I think, why DFM also not making any noise coming in. Munchkin reads through this.
Munchkin's going to be ready, but he can't take out a single one. Just a bit of damage dealt there.
DFM แม่งดื้อดีว่ะแม่งดื้อด้านดีว่ะ
for a B plant, and this is going to be an extremely difficult, if not impossible, recovery here for T1.
ข้าวน่าจะมาแล้ว
Now they were expecting that people might try to just push through right off of the pit.
Hey, wake up!
Beautifully done there. Oh, hold on. Zeta beginning to clutch this. He gets 3. Just Suggest left. And then there's none. The spike will be defused, and just a miraculous set of shots there.
Well, oh man, unfortunate, because here's what happened. Is that you had, I believe it was Anthem with the shorty, he gets the kill next to the wall, but whoever was behind him, they actually end up being lined up unintentionally as Zeta just tried to spray on the trade against Anthem, gets 2 for free.
Beautifully done here. I thought for sure this was going to be the 6th round win.
Oh, it's Taka J, yeah. Zeta just, it's Taka J and Anthem.
And Suggest just back over here. That was the closing kill. Beautiful round. T1 viewing party over here.
Yeah.
So cool to see these viewing parties for each of the teams and the hype behind them.
Yeah, and all of them, their kind of own HQ buildings as well for the Korean teams at least, of course. Some of the Japanese and Southeast Asian teams as well, sometimes with rented venues.
You gotta back up. Does get dinged. Oh my God, this is crazy! How is he still alive? I can't believe this. All right, suddenly Zeta just killed. Well, we were watching the Jets run around.
อยากรู้ว่าเสียงใครอ่ะ
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, there's a lot of gray on the screen.
เสียง
Wow. Well, T1 comes to the rescue. Saya, Saya sold on both.
ไม่เป็นที่อะไรอ่ะเล่นในโน้ต
So
บุ๊ก
good with
เล่
the
นใน
Jets
บลู
just
ทู
to
ธ
stay alive.
เฮียจะบอกนะ
Try to
วิกตัส
catch up, and I think one of the things that we're noticing here is Saya
วิกตัสครับอันนี้วิกตัส วิกตัสโปร
Saya plays actually a lot safer than sometimes we've seen him do when he's up against some of these other Jets.
อยู่ในห้องอ่ะ
Well, obviously, there's no reason to save. It's the 12th round here, so they're going to try to make something work. But it's a huge gauntlet of utility.
ไม่มันไม่ในโน้ตบุ๊กมันสีนั่นแหละ
เล่นในโน้ตบุ๊กแม่
ไม่เล่นในคอมอ่ะ
He almost got it.
It looked like yeah. That was a funny moment.
30 seconds left.
Spike in hand here.
อยู่พาร์ทเมนต์อยู่พาร์ทเมนต์
You see that shot as soon as he hears the gunfire, he just goes for the timing shot on whatever he's memorized in terms of the line of sight. That's the type of focus you want in your main opper.
So that's going to be the 7th win. We're done with the first half. But T1 was with a great play. But ultimately, I'm almost more surprised by anything else in this entire game is this crazy streak that DetonAtion Focus Me had. They really were able to string together enough wins that this is suddenly surprising. DetonAtion Focus Me can have a good first couple rounds, and they can play that well like we've already seen here.
ลุยกันไปยันเช้า
The next few we have to come. Right now, a very close match here for T1 versus DFM. T1 now. Focus down towards mid stack here for
User left your channel.
Just goes for sheriff.
แม่งมาครบเลยสัตว์
Yeah.
Just gonna
ไอ้
hold
เหี้ย
that
นิกจัดให้
flank.
แล้วนั่งขับคิวมา
Soaking these pistol rounds, but
เข้ามาหัวโล
That was
beautifully done.
Anthem
ไอ้อย่าลืมพูดทู
stays
ท็อป
alive the entire time, goes for every single trade, cleans out the round. I mean, well played by him, really utilizing that choke
มัน
point
ไม่ต้องพูด
against
ทูท็อกไอ้ควาย
T1.
มึงเปิด
He
มึง
had
สะ
to
ท้อน
be
กับ
able to
โน้ต
actually
บุ๊ก
flood B-Link there, or A-Link rather, to be able to
มึงแม่ง
win this fight.
นิกจริงๆเลยว่ะ
ฮัลโหลฮัลโหล
That was a crazy back and forth there.
เต็มไปด้วยแบง
Really
ค์
clutched
เทา
at the very end.
ทำมาเล
And
น
it was
ให้
like
เมา
we were talking about literally just a couple minutes ago.
เลยกันไป
If they can have a little bit of a better start here, who's to say they can't actually pull ahead? I think it's going to still be a bit of a back and forth, at least score-wise. I know
น้อง
that
ไม่
the
ครับ
first
ไม่
half
มัน
was
จะ
like
เจอขอบคุณครับ
อันนี้ดีกว่า
wins at once, and then it's going to be your turn to get all your wins. But
ความเป็นเจี้ยน
very exciting start.
พี่มี
Gonna
หู
get
ฟัง
a tough round here for T1 as Dennis
Pocket J.
might be able to tie it up.
Okay, so he was scratched up, which is why I was
เดี๋ยว
worried.
ดีแล้วได้แล้วเพื่อน
Had the
มัน
read
ได้แค่
as
นี้
well that he was just going to no-scope close range.
ไม่มีปัญหา
But
ฟังรู้เรื่องพอ
Cloud actually coming up just in time. Take J really utilizing his own utility.
ไอ้นิกไม่โคตรดีเพื่อน
He's going to get
Yeah.
healed up as well. Now, but here's the difference, right? T1.
Hmm,
They're
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
target these other sites to figure out what is your setup on the other parts
เอ้ย
of
นิ
the
กเสียง
map.
ได้อยู่เพื่อน
Right, we already saw you use the paranoia to get control of A main
yeah.
once again. We'll let that be. Now they've gained a
Yep,
little bit
yeah.
more information of, okay, the turret's over on B, the Viper's been setting up this way on
In,
C, we got the ult orb.
แหนมหมูสามชั้นครับ
Okay, now we can try to go for a Hail
Hui.
Mary and try to
Yeah.
remember what we
กด
gained
วิ่ง
in
มือ
this
วัน
round.
นี้เสียถูกครับ120
They're
Lani Hu.
collecting up outside of B. We don't have any committed locations just yet for T1. We do have a little bit of build-up on the other
Oh,
side.
I did.
Focus me. T1
Did
going to
Mark.
pull back out now towards
30
the attacker
seconds
side.
เต็มไปด้วยแบงค์เทาเฮ้ย
It's already over at A.
เจ้าของ
Oh,
It
they-
does get the drop onto Soldown.
Yeah, they recovered that Marshall, and he's going to charge in to try to clear the site. He gets another.
God, this is a great round so far for T1. Should be an easy plant. Munchin going to come very close to the edge.
I mean, at this point, the gun advantage not necessarily entirely in favor of DFM.
Right.
Spike planted.
It's been a great round for T1. Is Dennis Vokesme going to push? Looks like they are.
เฮ้ย
Double stack ready.
โอ้โห
Oh, and just the instant kill.
Oh, whips the shot.
One
4
more time.
HP.
Oh.
Covered by Ban. Beautifully done.
เรียบร้อย
Anthem, the last one.
จิปตี้
Hard to
จบแล้วครับ
imagine
DFM
anything but a win for
ไม่ไหว
T1. But Anthem pushes regardless. Carpe with 4 HP needs to hide. Try to get a surprise angle.
They hear him.
Okay, not bad. Carpe actually finally getting that last kill. Good hiding spot
120
there. The
ข้าว
easy
2
win
กล่อ
here
ง
for
ครับ
T1. An unusual ebb and flow in the second half. Really a brilliant round for T1. Munchkin able to infiltrate the A site, and the rest of
แบบวันหนึ่งอ่ะพี่จะสั่งข้าวแค่ครั้งเดียวนะ
Yeah, and
เพื่อไม่
it
เปลื
all
อง
comes
ค่า
down
ส่ง
to the fact that not only did
เพราะ
Munchkin
ร้านแถวนี้แม่งส่ง
already
20
take
บวก
control
ทุกร้าน
of Rubble, but he had recovered that
พี่
Marshall
ก็จะหาร้านที่
from
แม่ง
Saya's body, right? I mean, because
จ
the
บ
poison
ภายใน
cloud
วัน
had to
แบบ
be
มื้อ
up
เดียว
for
แล้วก็
Take
กิน
J to
กิน
feel
2 มื้อ
safe.
ก็จบเลย
He was able to sneak in,
ร้าน
pick up
นี้
the
กล่อง
Marshall, and then
60 บาท
rotate
แล้ว
back.
2 กล่องก็จบ
And that one Marshall pays off. Now they're way ahead in Econ. DFM having to get thrown back onto the back foot on a save round here.
แต่เนี่ย
I mean, they're going full save as well.
100
No utility from the Killjoy.
Big eco round. Let's see if they can get some surprise drops.
แก้วเดียว
It's been a patient round here for T1. I think they're hoping there's going to be
Jump
some
there.
kind of gambly play, like a bum rush from one of the sides, but
ไม่ใช่
Nation Focus Me not going to do that just yet.
แฟนเซเว่นอะไรมึง
Yeah,
ขอบคุณ
I
ครับ
mean, you know,
ลิน
if you
ของ
have the
2
gun
เดือนนะค
advantage,
รับ
especially on
อยู่
the
แถวไหนครับ
attacking
รามอินทรา
side,
ครับ
might as well just spend the first 30 seconds. They've already, again,
I'm sorry.
previous round, they spent some time figuring out the setups from DFM. They know that it's not going to be a heavy investment this time around. And now it's just an all-in. They're even securing
Latte,
the
huh?
ult orb as well. Saya, great
Latte,
entry.
Luffy.
God, yeah.
He's
Taka
talking
Jake's
Japan,
unable to
man,
make any
what?
shots to net over there. Sia's going to be theirs for the
Minom.
planting. As we're going to see Detonation Focus Me and what they can possibly do to recover in a
ผมกินไม่ได้
pretty impossible
ไม่ใช่
situation.
คอกาแฟแต่กินกา
Oh,
แฟ
and
เพื่อแบบ
because
ว่า
of
มัน
the
จะได้
guns
ตื่น
they
เฉย
have, right? They can just spam through from Mound. They're all going to
Yeah.
empty the site.
In
You
the
don't want to have to
mid-to-pasok.
deal with potential
หวานจัด
close range battle. And it looks like
แต่ว่า
DFM happy to just
เวลา
say,
สั่ง
you
ก็
know what,
สั่ง
we
หวาน
went for a
25
full
นะ
entire save anyway. No reason to
ไม่ได้
give
หวาน
over
ขนาด
some
นั้
of
น
these clutch ult
เอา
points.
25
หวานร้อยนี่คือแดกไม่ได้เลย
Guide to the
เฮีย
spike, that's
แล้วก็
that's
น้ำตาล
the agenda here.
แม่งแบบ
So as we count down
ขึ้น
the
ตา
spike,
เลยอะ
I mean, let's talk about kind of
พอเลยถ้าหวานร้อย
going on, right? T1, obviously a Miraculous heroic, rather thrifty coming out from Munchkin.
หวาน
with that
25 ช้อน
Marshall.
25 ปั๊ม
And now they play this round safely.
ขยันนะ
They're
ข
actually
ยัน
going to get a flawless. So they're
ขยัน
able
ชง
to
อะ
keep that lead once more. They have only 1 point away from the lockdown. That's the big focus for the next round. Anthem suggest, okay, yeah. Anthem also only 1 point away from his Seekers.
พอ
Now,
เป็นตัวเลขมาก็ต้องมีเลข
I don't think
56
DFM is gonna be
49
54 where they're gonna, like, push out
52
สมองมันมีแต่เรื่องพวกนี้แหละ
But they will have to
ไม่รู้หัวสมองหรือหัวกระดอยเหี้ย
try to fill this lockdown up.
เจ็ดแม่ถ้ามึงภูมิใจมากมึงไม่เอาหัวกระดอมาไว้บนหัวเลยล่ะ
Let them have the orb, use the lockdown, and then go for the retake. Or are you going to try to fight both orbs on A and C? Because that is a risky
แต่
investment.
กาแฟแม่งโฟอ่ะกาแฟแม่งโฟจัดอ่ะ
อันนี้มีหยอกอันนี้
ช
มีหย
น
อกวะ
ชนแดนมีน
Try to fight the
โอ้
orb
ส
on
กาย
C.
สันเป็นครับมากครับผม
Yeah, they're gonna see if they can contest.
กาแฟแม่งโฟจัดอ่ะ
ได้แก้วนี้ไปติดแล้ว
Got Saya hanging back. He's gonna nab the
ก็
spike.
สงสัยกูต้องแดกมันแล้ววะกาแฟ
Courier that up towards A. A has a pretty interesting defensive setup.
ชื่อเลยเหรอ
ง่วง
Three that Detonation Focus be safe to get. They really need to make this
ไอ้
work.
เฮียแม่งรันจัดเลยว่ะ
ไอ้เหี้ยกาแฟแม่งโฟจริงวะ
Yeah. Bad move there. Oh, Dizzy for a second. Suggest gets banned. Munchkin takes Takache out. Who then takes Munchkin back out.
Yeah, rushing through
Yo,
on the
yeah,
door. I
man,
know
what
it's
to
because
check
they
a
were
dog,
getting
keep letting
spammed with
land
neutral
fight.
over from main as well, but I guess
แต่มันเละเทะเบา
มันไม่มีหัวครับไอ้เฮียน่ะหัวสมองมันน่ะมนเหลี่ยมมีแบบว่ามีเขาเรียกมีกีบอะสมองไอ้เฮียนั่นน่ะ หัวมนอะคนอื่นเขาอยากไอ้ที่นี่มีกีบ
He would try to push in even deeper into drop, but they're just going to go for the safe plant. It looks like they just want the extra creds here.
Yeah. So, I got a strong round here for Detonation Focus me.
ฟังไว้ไอ้เฮียพวกเล่นมุกใต้สะดือไอ้เฮียไม่ได้ไฮสัตว์ทุเรศ
Try to come just outside of A.
มันบ่งบอกว่าสมองมึงแม่งไม่สร้างสรรค์ด้วย
Detonation Focus me players moving up through the top towards and past
ไอ้กู
spawn.
ไปเผยเล่นบุกอะไรแบบนี้วะ
Yeah.
ไม่มีเพื่อนพวกเราแม่งพัฒนาไปบียอนไปอีกขั้นหนึงแล้ว
ดีนะ
Carpi can just buy time.
He's unable to. Anthem shot is too good.
ทุเรศยาย่าดูเขาทำดิ
Gets the first kill. Jeffrey's down.
อันนั้นทุเรศเฮียโอบีสัตว์
นี่แต่มุกที่แบบว่า
มุกอะไรอย่างเงี้ยได้อยู่อะไรเงี้ย
Yeah, gets another one as well.
แล้ว
ยาวอ่ะ
It's a tiny victory inside the round
Mukhang
loss
yao.
itself, but
เฮ้ยมาแล้วไอ้เฮีย
rifles will carry through. We go into round
เจอนิก
17.
ทอยเลทไอ้สัตว์ช่วงเนี้ย
Timeout is called here for Detonation Focus me. They've been playing a very close game once they had that 5-round recovery. And now it's been a much more back and forth series in the second half, but T1 is still steadily ahead. This
แล้ว
very
คุยเลยอ่ะไอ้ยี่นี่รอทีมเหรอ
be as consistent
กูแบนก่อนเลยดิ
so
ให้ไอ้พวกรอ
far,
ทีม
and with like a
ไม่ให้ทีมไง
13-11 score. So what Detonation Focus
ไอ้
me
ยี่นี่
needs
ส
to
ง
do
สัยต้อ
is
งเติมเลข
tighten
หนึ่ง
up, get that extra round or two.
ประวัติเคยโดนแบนด้วยนะประวัติมึงไม่ค่อยดีนะ ไอ้ยี่ทีเฮียเนี่ย
Yeah, and I'm curious, right? Because DFM
Nick
right now they're kind of
Ong
in a similar boat in that
ไอ้เฮีย
they
ลาย
haven't
ไฟ
really
ด้วยเหรอ
been able to get any
อันนั้น
solid
ที่เห็น
map control from the
ลายมังกรหรือลายไฟอ่ะ
on Lotus is very,
Nick
very
Nene,
difficult.
ขอ
I
ดูด้วย
mean, there's a reason.
อะไรนะ
You know, pretty much anyone
Lai
that's
Pang.
ever
Lai
played
Pang.
the map of Lotus will agree that it's attacker
Lai
sided, right? The
Pang.
orbs are attacker favored. The map itself is attacker favored.
ลายเสือ
And
ขว
so
ด
you have to invest so much. Now,
ลายเสือ
whether it's
ข
the
ว
C
ด
site or the A site or C main or A main, you have to dump so
จะมี
much. You have
ประ
to
ส
use
บการณ์
the
ลาย
area
หมู
at the
โด
very
น
least.
บ้าง
It's
โอ้ย
already, you know, 50 credit, one single use down the drain if you don't
พร้อม
get
ทอดอ่ะ
kills or even really get
ถ้าไม่ติดถ้าไม่ติดว่ากูล็อกอินทวิตอยู่ไหนสัตว์
The same thing T1 did in that last time.
ไอ้ที่นั่นหมักใหม่
I would suspect not, because they saw what happened when they got the read against T1, and yeah, it's just going to be a setup. So, okay, they're putting up Anthem in mid,
หมูโดน
just to be
บ้าง
able to
ไอ้
scout
เหี้ย
with the guiding lights through
ดีเว้ยนิกทอดเข้าเนื้อดิ
and then provide support one way or the
แล้ว
other.
ไปหมักนี่
Go to
ไป
his
หมักนี่
stairs
ได้
as
เข้า
well.
เลยเข้าจัด
So they're relying on the fact that Blue is
ไอ้นี่เขาว่าไอ้นิกยิ่งอายุเยอะตัวยิ่งใหญ่แต่สมองไปตรงข้ามนะ ไอสัตว์มันถามกูลายอะไรกูบอกลายพรางไอปัญญาอ่อน
ดีนะเพื่อน
That too,
อยู่ในห้องน้ำมันจะสงบหน่อยระวังลื่นนะ อย่าวิ่งเยอะเดี๋ยวลื่นอยู่ในห้องน้ำโอ้โหเยี่ยทั้งมืดทั้งสว่างโอ้โหมันชิน
This is a
Logan
nice
Lee.
change up. They did this before
หมู
when
แดดเดียว
Suggest was playing the
จำได้เลย
Raiders,
คำนี้
right, with
แด
the
ด
Showstopper and the
แดด
Nades as
เดียว
well.
เยี่
So
ย
a great pick. Now they
แดด
know
เดียว
that
เยี่ย
T1 has
เยี่ย
to
นั่น
go
เป็นอะไร
to
หมู
A.
แดดเดียว
You know that you funneled them in.
ต้องแดะนะฮะ
They know there's a lot of killjoy utility over here to sandbag progress. Suggest ready to be on the receiving end. The jet dashes through, pulling the crosshair over. Dog gun down. Suggest gets one.
โอ้ยแดะเดียวจัด
Well, he's bought
ไอ้
enough
เหี้ยโดนทุก
time.
นัด
He's
ไอ้
done
สั
his
ตว์
job. Now it's going to be
ส
up
อง
to the
ตัว
rest of Detonation Focus
ไม่
to
มี
recover
กำแพง
this.
แม้แต่นิดเดียว
They haven't planted the spike yet. Just around
ดู
the corner.
คาเป๋
Tails ready. Whiffs the shot. Carpe gets the kill. Spike now coming down.
Ooh, getting into drop a bit too early before backup was here. He was practically trapped.
อุ้ย
So
เอารู้ตำแหน่งตัวท้ายปะเนี่ยโอ้ไม่จำเป็นต้องรู้แล้วครับเล่นด้วยกันเลยปล่อยให้มันกู้สบายอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเปิดประตูแค่หันหลัง
wrap around. Gets one.
อุ้ยเหี้ยถ้าเทรดไม่ได้นะ
10th win on the board.
ถ้าเทรดไม่ได้นะเป้
Can
มึง
see
เตรียม
the
ตัว
finish
สำ
line
รอง
in
เลย
sight. But a really exciting round back there, and I think we see some very cool ideas at play here for Detonation Focus Me. I really like seeing that push out from the C site and kind of sandwiching them into A. Unfortunately, the execution on the A site was just too strong, as was the hold.
I mean, here's the thing. We just saw how Taka J was taken out as well, and I don't mean to harp on DFM, but the reason it feels so unfortunate is because the macro idea was there, like you said, Tasteless, to pinch them in. But then they go for these individual 1v1 peaks that they didn't need. All they needed to do was buy time, even when it was a 3v2. Anthem traps himself in the drop. Just an unfortunate way to finish that round where they should have been able to get the W at multiple points in that round.
อะไรโซเซนะ
Big push here from Detonation Focus Me. We haven't seen any pushes gone this far down, but everybody here from T1 is ready to meet them. As we see an action-packed beginnings here.
อะไร
Two
โซ
drop
ด
now for Detonation Focus Me.
Just an excellent cascade from Zeta, saving
เกาหลี
the entire team.
Yep, just Anthem
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
It's cleaned up. 11 wins now.
โซชา
Detonation Focus Me. They need that energy that they had in the first round. They need to get those 5 rounds in a row now. It is looking dire. T1, obviously we expect them to win that round, but it's getting a little bit
คือ
painful here.
ซีไปแล้ว
มีข้าว
Okay, well, they buy that operator finally, right? So this is the round. I mean, not just because of the score, but also because of the investment. You have the operator, you have lockdown, you have Viper's Pit. You have so many ways to buy time and force a rotate to the other side of the map. Now, operator alongside the Viper, so most likely just they get a spot. They're gonna use the pit to secure this site, or eventually just to allow Soldom to rotate.
พี่หมู
An early snake bite as well. He's actually just gonna plant Soldom there. Soldom all alone. Escape.
Oh, great shot.
พี่
Soldom
ไป
starts
ดู
it.
ช่องสเนปทีไรเจอมี
Escape
ข้าว
back
ทุ
to
กที
C, ready for
น่าจะ
shot
แฟน
number
คลับ
2 to come forward.
เกม
T1
นัก
unrelents.
วิ่งเด็กไปเดย์ไล
Jay
ท์
trying to buy time with the snake bite. He's gotta put the pit up. He's got to delay this.
Viper's Pit's up. Soldom still lurking.
ถ้ามีข้าวใส่เลยดิเฮ้ยปั่นไฟก็ต้องรีบปั่นละทางเงี้ยไฟน่าจะขาดมาเพื่อน
ฮัลโหลครับ เอ้าอายุธ
อะไร
มาดีเข้ามาแล้วเนี่ย
อะไรมาไหน
แล้วโดนกูหลอกไง
ไอ้เหี้ยกับยังกับพี่ตาย
โดนกูหลอกไง
DFM, they don't have a way to clear that lockdown.
กูจะเพ่งก็ไม่ได้แสบจ้า
There's really
น้ำตากับไหล
not a good way to say this. You're gonna run out of time. You have to go through a Viper's Pit as well. You have to flood it.
ไอ้เหี้ยกูแค่นั่งนิ่งๆนี่ต้องขนาดนี้เลยเหรอ สมองหมูปัญญาอ่อนกูแค่นั่งนิ่งๆนะ
Door closes
ด่าอะไร
again.
ด่าได้แต่อย่าด่าสมองหมู
ไม่ได้ครับ
Shot from the back over there. It's a
อันนั้นคำชม
2v2. Not much time left to use the spike.
Remaining.
สมองหมูถือว่าชม
Just
นะครับ
gonna have to save. Couldn't get through the door in time because of Zeta holding it down. And
บุ้มบุ้มบุ้มบุ้มบุ้มบุ้มบุ้ม
okay, he's just gonna hide. Very smart.
Match point.
Really well done
ถ้า
from
วันหนึ่ง
T1.
พ่อดิกมานั่ง
I
ดู
mean,
ตีมึงมันได้
no,
แบบ
they make sure they don't overcommit on chasing Soldom, but they put
Yeah.
enough pressure to draw out these
Top
crucial
man.
ultimates,
ว่า
right?
พ่อ
Coming
วันนี้
out
ต้อง
from
เตรียมไซยาไน
DFM.
ด์เยอะหน่อย
DFM, I mean, they played it right. They had to use the Viper's Pit just to save Soldom. Otherwise, Soldom would absolutely have been swarmed. And probably Taka J taken out as well. But the
ทำแต่โก
unfortunate
ดไอ้
part
เนี่ย
is
ที่โดดลงเหวนะ
You see him beating his friends with the
Yeah.
ladders. That was funny on the left side. All right, it is a timeout called here.
เฮ้ยไอ้นี่มายังวะ
DFM. It's now or never.
ตอนที่
yeah, and something I've
โหนจะส
noticed
วย
a
อะ
couple rounds in a row from DFM is they're
วันนี้หยุดวัน
they're
หนึ่
a
ง
little scared to
ว่ะวันเสาร์
use
ไม่
and
มีเหรอ
trust their utility. It seems like,
No.
for instance, even then, the nanoswarm setup on B. You just popped it as soon as here the door open and then close just to buy time. You kind of wait until I think it was cleared out. Maybe it was popped and they just jumped all over it, but it didn't seem like they were taking many hits on their HP bars. But we saw that on A side as well, right? And then Taka J just curious to see if anyone come through trying to use the off timing against them. And we have a lot of fans here as you can see. Shooting for DFM. They still don't have a win on the board, and while it does seem like it's an uphill battle, they would love to see it just get even close, go to a map 3, and take something to hold on to, right, for the rest of the Pacific season.
Well, they did it
แต่ว่า
in the first half.
ใครจะแสดงความคิดเห็นอะไรก็ระวังนิดนึงมันมี2ฝั่งอยู่นะฮะ2-3ฝั่ง4ฝั่งเลยก็ได้มีเยอะแยะไปหมด
This is a tough
ฟังอย่างเดียวครับฟังอย่างเดียว
situation.
Okay, with the one way that that there is attention being put into the C site, and look at T1. They are just sending Ban on his own mission to seek out all the util on A, but they're waiting for this pitch on the C.
Saya shoots a knife out, doesn't connect, shoots a second, can't reach that one either.
Oh, but here's the thing, they use the paranoia, and they couldn't get a kill, nor can they keep the space, they have to back out. Zenfree doing a heroic hold on Mound just to try to hide and get one kill, but so much investment to lose that space.
He Shroud steps back towards C. They're pretty confident this is either going to be B or A.
Okay, a good read.
Yep, they get some good intel there with the bird. Nice shot for Ban. Not necessarily opening B up fully, but they're going to try to push it and make some headway, closing out mid. The spike's going to be shuttled up to B now, and it's going to be up to Detonation Focus Me to try to recover and suggest with that kill on the Ban is going to even this out to a 4-4. In close quarters now, the question is, can Detonation Focus Me push in, rush through, or is this going to be a T1 victory?
Okay, so Munchkin just checked door to make sure that they're not getting flanked. Zenfree actually coming through from behind there, but he's not going to have enough time. Now that they get the early kills, he's going to try to draw attention. He just needs to stay alive so they can swarm the site.
All right, this is all but over. Just Munchkin left over. Can he do it? Taka J and
preventing the push.
ว่าไม่ใช่คนนั้นหรอก
The view starts. It gets to halfway. He starts the second half.
They're forcing him out.
That's a great moment back there with not many more seconds left on that spike. They do get the defuse. This is 12-8. Detonation Focus starts the comeback. Can they keep it going? Will we get to overtime?
เข้ามาพัฒนาไมค์ให้หน่อยไหม
Secure that area on C. You called it as it was happening, Tasus. A great read from Anthem to check if it's a push onto B, right? Because they heard all this noise without the main force being on A. They expect, logically, the closest is going to be B. You know that we were all over on C, so the guiding light gives them the information to set up for that B hold. Ban even getting a little over eager to take extra space over on B Heaven gives them advantage in DFM. A great retake. Zenfree actually waiting on that timing for Simmons to get the kills to open the door as a distraction.
ไอ้เหี้ยคนตายบนเครื่องไม่รู้กี่คนในสัตว์บอกปลอดภัย
But it doesn't matter. Saya takes Zenfree out and starts it.
ไอ้เหี้ยมันปลอดภัยอยู่คนเดียวดิคนขับ
No one there to receive it. A triple stack onto B. Only Taka J into C as A site is naked. T1 hasn't pushed in.
Just waiting to see if there is a pinch on the other side as well, because they heard everyone running to B. There could be a flank coming in from the B side as well. Good spot from Saya. And T1, they're playing the clock so much to their advantage.
แอดมินจ้ะบอกแล้วเรื่องนี้มันวิ่งเรื่องนี้มันวิ่ง
The creep into A
เผื่อไอ้
begins.
นั่นมันปั่นด้วยมั้งไหนเฮีย
And nice flash over there
หรือมึง
on
ของ
the
จริงเนี่ย
sky. Anthem takes it out.
หรือมึงของจริงอุ้ย
Anthem gets 3.
เอา
Suggest
โอเวอร์ไทม์
well. There's one player that could do it. Maybe it'd be Munchkin, but this is a tall order even for him. Spike is dropped, by the way.
Okay, so Anthem purposely makes noise as well to go into tree just to draw out Munchkin. They know he's still in A main. You've got Suggest up top. You've got Taka J watching stairs. No reason for anyone. Look at the angles they're holding. They're all ready to trade for each other.
What do you think? Should he try to save?
นิกมึงอยู่บ้านแฟนมึงอย่าติ้งต้องไอ้เหี้ยเดี๋ยวพ่อแม่เขาเห็นไอ้สัตว์
นิก
เพื่อนซอสพ่อซอสแม่มึงอะดิ
You only have 100 credits yourself, right? The rest of your team is
โทษทีครับผมนิกเดกาซอง
form of divide here. If you want, I mean, you can also have
เดกาซอง เดกาซอง
ชั้นดี
เนี่ย
ชั้นดี
Position
นี่
is
คำศัพ
so
ท์คำศัพท์จากไหน
disadvantaged.
แย่วะ
Didn't have to spike.
นี่ชั้นจริงนะ
And a great hold of him. Here's the thing, I was about to
คำศัพท์
call
จาก
out
ไหนเยอะ
that
แยะ
he got
วะ
stunned by the
เหี้ย
judgment. He was the only one who wasn't
เดี๋ยว
able
เขา
to
ให้
go around it too
กูร่วม
much.
แก๊ง
He
ทอมมี่
was
นะ
able to
เหี้ย
suck
แม่งเรียก
eight.
ทอมมี่
He
เด็กกระ
still
ทอม
gets 3 kills.
ชั้น
ทอม
จริ
มี่
ง
อะไรวะสุพรรณเหรอ
Bit of a
ทอมมี่สุพรรณเนี่ยมันเรียกทอมมี่เด็กกระทอม
อะไรคือเดกาซองวะ
ไม่รู้ไอ้เหี้ยมันเรียกทอมมี่เด็กกระทอม
Spray down kills, beautifully done. I thought for sure that was probably
เทีย
going
บ
to
ดารา
be
ฮอลลีวูดนะ
ไอ้เหี้ยดาราฮอลลีวูดเนี่ยสุดแล้วไอ้เหี้ย
T1, but
ทอมแคร์ไอ้เหี้ย
the dream is still alive.
เหี้ยแม่
ไอ้เหี้ยเขาจะทำกับครู
ไอ้เหี้ยเอ้ย
DFM, they're
ไอ้เหี้ย
starting to
หลุ
play
ด
their
จัด
defense
อะ
a lot better. Yes, Zenfrey, he tries to go for another
Mission
risky play
Impossible
this
did it.
round, but at the end of the day, the way they're adjusting mid-round after the first battles, right, has been much improved. And in fact, in some ways, not that this is a stat to boast about, but the fact that you're winning these 4v5s is quite impressive on the side of DFM, and it really goes to show that they're starting to get a better read on right now to throw a wrench.
ทำไมอ่ะหมูไม่มีพิษน้อง
ไอ้สัตว์นั้นส่วนตัวอะไรไอ้เหี้ย
ไม่มีพิษน้อง
ไอ้เหี้ยนี่ส่วนตัวอะไรไอ้เหี้ย
ไอ้เหี้ยนี่กลัวหมูกัดไง
ไอ้เหี้ยเหมือนเจอแขกกับเจองู ไอ้เหี้ยไอ้นั่นมันแรปด่าใครวะ MC King มัวที่มันแรปด่าไอ้
It's going to make a lot of ambiguity about what's happening at mid here. Zenfrey knows that nobody's actually pushed to B just yet. It's still not clear. Is it going to be B? Or sorry, C or A?
Well, they were.
อ๋อเขาเป็นอิสลามหรือเปล่าโอ้น่าคิดครับ ไม่อิสลามเขาไม่ได้รังเกียจหมู
a couple shots as well.
30 seconds
เขา
left.
แค่ไม่กิน
Oh my God, it's a crazy moment for Santa takes Anthem out.
เขาแค่ไม่กิน
Zippy with a
Này
good
quá.
rotation now. C site has 20 seconds
Oh!
left to plant.
อะไรวะ
แต่บ้าน
Gonna bubble up, so
ไม่ได้
there's
รังเกียจนะ
no
แต่
way to
แต่บ้าน
Zeta
แฟนนิกไม่ให้เข้าบ้าน
get that
อะ
spike planted. Even though he's gonna have to do it twice.
ไม่ได้
ตอนนี้อยู่ห้องน้ำ
Oh, banned!
God, he's so low. There it is,
Bang,
Ban
boom,
with a double kill. 13-9 is how the first game ends. T1 victorious, at least so far in this best of 3.
ดูนี่ดีกว่ากูเห็นแล้วสัมภาษณ์
GG
นิก
to
น่าสนใจอยู่
T1.
แม่งเอา
Now,
ลีฟมาพูดอีกแล้ว
I don't think they're going to be
แล้วเทียบกัน
too
ปอนต่อปอนด์อะ
satisfied with
ลีฟ
how
กับ
that
นิกอะ
went.
ใครจะแดก
This
ไว้
isn't
สัต
to
ว์
take
มา
away from DFM. I think a lot of it was off the back
Yeah.
of DFM starting to
Tia
get better
เลย
reads on T1's mid-rounding.
ปอนต่อปอนด์เลย
However, T1, they're a
Big Pond
team
ใหญ่ก
that
ว่าด้วย
everyone's been praising about their potential. The fact that you can get, kind of read through half.
เป็นInsight Training VCT 2023 Split 2
Okay, so they're actually
ด่านนี้ใครเลือกอะ DFM
very well, right? They read
ที่กูไม่ค่อยชอบเลย2 Dual List สิ่งที่2 Dual List มันไม่ค่อย
to
ส่ง
throw
พ
out
ลัง
extra
นะ
util. They just drew out a snake bite and the pain shells, and then the toxins have to recharge. So they've
Dual
gained
List
a lot in the first couple seconds. Now, if T1, okay, well they are going to push out.
Oh my God, whiff shots on both sides.
Oh,
Ban doesn't manage to get back.
I was about to say, if T1 doesn't push out, DFM wouldn't have really gained too much space from it, but Ban actually gives them the opportunity to strike back.
See Ban frustrated there for a second on camera, missing 3
Nakleyo.
shots so far, not really making much of a mark. It does seem to be enough to push DFM away, at least for a little bit. They're going to come back up through
ลา
Ramen
ปาต้า
in a mid-site that's basically vacant. I mean, they've smoked off Mail and could perhaps creep up into Vent. And as for A itself, I mean, it's Munchkin pushed way into the back, so this is probably going to have to be a retake unless Munchkin can somehow delay this.
Yeah, absolutely has to be a retake. I mean,
เหี้ยเสียตอนนั้นกูขี่มา
just one shot here.
ประมาณ2 อาทิตย์เนี่ยไปโดนดักท่อเรียบร้อยเลย
Because
ไม่
of
แปลก
this
ว่ะ
DFM,
ไม่
they're
มี
not
ไม่
going to
มี
get
เล
in
ส
control of screens, but they will be able to hold
ปกติ
control
ทีม
of
ส่วน
Heaven.
ใหญ่
They
นะ
even have a
เล่นเลส
siege
ตลอ
wall
ด
there to make sure that they can't
โดย
flood
ลิกก็จะมี
Heaven.
เลส
T1 accurately
เป็นเลส
recognizes this, so the only way they can do this is that they come through vents. Taki J has to
ส่วนใหญ่
hold strong,
ส่วน
can't
ใหญ่
be distracted
ไม่
by
ใช่
the
ว่า
wall
ทุกทีม
breaking right now.
Okay, they've got the wall set up here. Bit of a nuisance to try to
กู
get
ได้ยินเสียง
inside.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Saya is going to come around the corner
โอ้
and
โห
does not get the kill. Taka J too fast, but Ban takes
วาง
him
เป้า
out
ออกไป
dead.
คมๆก็ได้แล้วเพื่อน
Push down ramp here suggests waiting on the receiving side. With
ล้ำไป
the shot as Ban gets that kill.
คมจัง
Anthem
นี่ไง
really
แด
do
ดเหรอ
work here, but the A side
อ่ะ
itself may
นั่น
be a
น่ะ
little
แด
bit
ด
too open.
Well, Zenfrey just getting
Last
picks
player
one by one.
โอ้โห
Oh, not good
เอ็น
enough.
ไฟเก็บไป4
DFM takes the first round win. And
4
the next-
kills.
Yeah, and I got to say, they have done a great job. They baited out the utility we saw at mid. They tried to come up into garage and decided maybe it's unwise. There's a sheriff there ready to dome them. And then they got into the site, and with good control, they managed to take that first round win, and I'm excited. I feel like this could be very well the beginning of a DFM snowballing effect, or maybe they actually come out here with a second map win. Whoa,
ตัวละสองตัวละสอง
after that, they win every game from
เฮ้ย
there
อะไร
on out.
เพื่อน
And
โดน
they're
นำ
the
อยู่
world champions. Figure that out, will you?
มึงโดนไปแมปหนึ่งแล้ว
I mean,
เฮ้
a
ย
good start though. Again, I like that you kind of
ทำสงสัยนะ เดี๋ยวกูว่าโดนอีโคเอา
smarter. Oh, you saw
แบนเอามาหน่อยดิ
kind of trapped.
อี
Alright, Anthem using the
อันนี้
running
ก่อนเกมดิ
to force the dash out from Ban.
แป๊บนึงเพื่อนกูมีปัญหาวะ
To give up the ult,
ยังไง
but
ยังไง
most importantly, because he's playing Lurk on his own, the most important mission for Anthem is to not give away the Spectre.
ใครกล้ามีมึงวะ
He's just gonna hang back,
ไอ้เหี้ย
make sure that DFM does not push far forward.
ใคร
As long
กล้า
as
มี
they
กับ
don't
เพื่อน
take
กูวะ
control of A main,
ไอ้เหี้ย
they can
ภาพ
always eventually try to rotate back to
เอ็ด
A.
ซอสดิ
Concealment.
That's a good point here. Right now,
อยากลองไปเผชิญโชคแบบดำวะ
staying back, waiting, and it looks like
Yuki
T1
win.
maybe tempted to try to push out to moderate
โอ้
success.
โห
Managed to get those spray downs now.
ไอ้เหี้ยเอ้ยโอกาสมาจัดอะเพราะว่าอยู่กัน4
Before 3 players in hand.
น่าทำได้ดีกว่านี้ แต่ไม่เป็นไร ตัดปืนไป
B is going to be the target.
The thing is first of all, they dropped 2 members, so you know, a little bit of an econ damage. But on top of that, Suggest and Takage taking a lot of damage as well. So they'll have to rebuy armor, and they're at potential risk of getting picked off.
คนเรา
We'll
เป็น
see
มนุษย์มี
if
ความรู้สึก
Munchkin
อะ
can make it happen. He does have a sheriff in hand,
Yeah.
so I mean, any of these
ลีดแม่งคม
could still easily be a kill for him.
Drops down, and he is met by all 3 at once. Good
ไอ้เหี้ย
coordinated
ยิ
movement
ง
here
คม
from
คามขนาด
Detonation
นี้ยัง
Focus
โดน
Main
สาวทิ้ง
wins
เหรอวะ
now, and is go into that oh so important bonus round.
Oh, Zephyr already with the Seekers, though.
เรื่องของความรู้สึกนี่มันยาก
Wow, that's actually
เฮ้ยแล้วสปอนบายบิ๊กสตาร์ด้วยเหรอ
forward, but yeah, I mean, superior weaponry results in a
ทำเป็นเล่นน่ะ
superior gunfight there in the mid, and it's an easy closure from there on out.
Yeah, I do think I think Zephyr and Takage had Bulldogs, so they do not recover the second Bulldog. They just go with the Spectre, so they'll just have to stick with it. Either way, they would have just kind of used, you know, recycled the weapons they had, so it doesn't make a huge difference in the overall economy, but it does make a slight difference in their firepower now, changing things up instead of focus on mid. An early push. Now, they saw the snake bite, or they heard it at the very least. Not sure if the toxic screen was up, but either way, they know that there's attention being brought to A heaven. This time,
กูก็ยิงพอๆกับไอ้ดุมอะ
The thing is Sewers not checked at all. They can
เวลา
rely on
เล่น
that
ลงเล่น
trap
รัด
wire,
ก็
but
ได้อยู่
man can still easily get a kill. Just
เอาไง
peeking
นิก
right
จะเป็นแบบ
outside of
ดำปะ
it.
ไปดิ
Okay, here we go.
เอาโดดพาโดกระโดดเฉยวิตาม
Push now into Sewers.
ตามเหมยสัตว์
And the
ตามเหรอ
roll couldn't be
นักเลงไง
better. Beautifully done from Ben.
นักเลงไงฮะ
แดงก็พอปะ
ไปปลาแดงกันเลย
And it's just
นักเลงเหรอ
Takage waiting. Without
ทำทรง
much
ตาม
time
User
left
was
here.
moved out of your
Recovery
channel.
that was very necessary here from T1.
And look at the support from Carpe, just putting out that
ทำทรงตาม
nebula
นะ
to make sure that Ban can stay alive. I mean, the spike has been dropped. Takage will eventually want to die. He ideally wants to get, you know, just this one kill, maybe even get a Vandal upgrade, but
Okay, not bad, not bad.
30
Spike,
seconds
too.
left.
He told us, so we know we can
Yeah,
trust
he
him.
said I have the spike. He said it to himself.
สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ
And
บิ๊กทอย
I guess you could try to come up
พี
here to
ซี
the-
ตัดทรงลายเหลือพี่อย่างหล่อ
Here's the
You
thing.
try to get as much out of this round as you possibly can, you
กู
know?
ว่าสง
Yeah,
สัย
so
เหมือนกัน
because
ทำ
he
ไม
picked
ไม่
up the
ถามมันวะ
Vandal, in some worlds, maybe he considers saving, but because his armor already
10
took a hit
seconds
anyway,
left.
you're already
Yang
primed to
ngong.
buy the next round. I think you try to do whatever extra damage you can. Tries to draw him out. Okay, he's even going to get the plant bonus. This is, and
think
then
he
he's
doesn't
going to
have
keep the
enough
Vandal.
Yeah. Oh, beautifully done.
นั่น
Yeah,
นั่น
I mean,
นั่น
the
นั่น
plant will still go down.
มาอีกหนึ่งมาอีกหนึ่งมาอีกหนึ่ง
He hits the Vandal.
Yeah.
This is the ideal
หัว
scenario.
สมอง
Because of that Vandal upgrade, they actually
ที่
do
ไม่
get
ใช่
a
หัว
bit
ส
of
มอง
an
อะ
advantage, right? If it was only 2 weapons dropped
มา
on
อีก
the
หนึ่ง
other
มาอีกหนึ่ง
side, you would say, you know,
ขอบคุณ
use
ครับ
out whatever. But making use of whatever was possible here from Takage, just good focus to the very end. And again, this is where we say, even if it's a round you're supposed to lose, you got to lose it wisely. You got to gain whatever you
โอ้
can.
เราไม่
And
ค่อยได้พูด
Takage
ได้
makes
คุ
it
ยเลย
happen.
เนาะซับอย่างเดียวของมากครับ
T1 hungry now to try to tie
Pin.
this up 2-2 is
พินหรือ
racing
ปิ่
up
น
here
หรือ
towards A.
อะไรสักอย่างปิ่น
Excuse me, DFM up here towards A. And now we have the shot.
โอเคครับขอบคุณมากครับ
The dog detecting exactly how many players are present. The bird confirms. Is Munchkin going to hop back up here to the corner of A?
ทรงอะไรโคนหลอกกูทรงเดียวพี่หนุ่มกัญชัยไลโอครับ
Yeah, now DFM,
เป็นไง
they didn't
หนุ่มกัญ
leave
ชัยไล
anyone
โอ
in the lurk, so they've already full committed to A. They know it's a race against
wait,
time.
แตกเฉย
That looks so funny. He actually did get that last bullet to connect onto the head, getting one kill, softening the push from detonation.
Detonation's not in a good
ดีครับน้องแกน
space right now, Tasis, because here's the thing, yeah, you can't rotate to mid without any information. You have to flood the site, but so much time has been spent. So Dom barely staying
คู่
alive.
ต่อไปซีเคดกับเซต้าครับ
Received over there. They do have Taka J here with a lurk up in heaven. The spike is going to be planted just behind the pillar. Ban comes around.
โอ้แบนไอ้เหี้ย
Ban, if he had gotten that kill, it was an easy retake here, but now
แม่งไม่ได้จริงๆนะเว้ยคนเนี้ย
clear ramp as well.
คนนี้แม่งไม่ได้จริงว่ะแม่งไม่ถูกใจบูมเหี้ย
Step just beside the wall. Taka J, I think they have no idea where he is,
Oh.
and he gets one.
โอ้แพ้เลย
Beautiful.
Yeah, this retake is over. I mean, everyone's quite weak, but wow, what a play! And here's the thing: is even if Ban had gotten the kill, it wasn't a guarantee, but it would have made it a lot easier, right? Because Ban would have gotten the crossfire, he would have picked up the weapon off of the blade storm.
ไม่ถูก
All
ใจ
things
ว่ะ
considered, I mean, he was correctly waiting too. Here's the thing. The decision to wait for Anthem to come
มัน
back
รู้
out
ว่า
of
มันยิงไป
sight
2 นัด
was
แล้วไง
very
พอมัน
smart.
เน้น
You eventually
แม่ง
moved
แบบ
on
ว่า
to it
แม่งเลย
anyway.
แบบไม่โดนเลยเน้นไง
Just not able to secure the kill.
It was so confusing up in heaven there from Taka. I loved it. I loved what he
Nice
spent there.
side.
And again,
Done
so far looked very strong here from Detonation.
Okay, now going
ไอ้หมูไปไหนแล้ว
for the spread default
ไปแล้ว
again. They know
ไปไหน
that the opponents are on
เข้า
shorter weaponry. They're actually just they're gonna force a fake on the opponent's eco round.
Yeah, and this is going to be a
Ooh,
free
Zeta
B-side
secret.
take. They've got the Cypher coming forward. And
Yeah.
B, but with the Omen ulti, he gets to confirm that they're going to come in there.
อยากลองลงแต้มช่องดู
Yeah,
อ่ะ
watch out for Carpe. All right, they get the kill. Now here's the thing. I mean, listen, it's split and it's attack, so I'm okay with this.
ใส่
However,
แต้ม
they
ช่อง
did
เขาหน่อย
use
เว้ย มี
two
ช่องไหน
ults,
ให้
so they
ไปหา
need
แต้ม
to
ช่อง
absolutely win this round. Obviously, in theory, it looks like they should. It looks like T1 perhaps just gonna try to die to the spike as well. They know they've already
แต้ม
given
ช่อง
enough
สักหน่อย
numbers. Clear whatever they can.
Okay, peek into mid. Nobody's there. Right now, it's a big camping setup over here at Garage. It's going to be very difficult
ส
for
รุป
T1 with the
TS
guns
มัน
they're
ของ
using to
จริง
get
หรือ
into
แค่
the
ช่วง
gun
แรก
Well, Ban
อันนี้เดี๋ยวขอ
Garage is
ไป
pretty hard as
วิเคราะห์
well.
หน่อยวิเคราะห์หน่อย
Get through. The trap wire
Oh,
buys
recall,
time
Pep.
for a couple extra seconds. Then the first tap. They check that no one's there.
Nicely done by Taka.
Oh,
Yeah,
Taka
it's-
J!
Dude, how many
โอ้
kills
เช็ด
does he
แมน
have?
ฮักเกอร์เชล
Oh, he is popping off.
Check.
I mean, I know he was talking, you know, when he was talking with Zeta Division, that Rivals video, you know, that his
มันแพ้ก็
only rival is
เซต้า นี่แพ้
Fnatic,
2 นะ
but, you know, maybe
แต่
that
แพ้ทีม
confidence really
ใหญ่
is
ๆ ครับ
coming through for
ทีมเก่งๆ ก็คือ DRX
So far, and a
กับ
beautiful
Talon
closeout there. I mean, that's
ไม่แปลก
exactly
ไม่
how
แปลก
the
ที่
round
จะ
is
แพ้
supposed to go after you get the plant for long.
And
Oh, look at that smile! I love it.
Yeah, but it's also just as smug enough where he's like, well, yeah, I do this
Yeah.
every day. You know, I play Valorant for a living.
What are
นี่
you
แพ้
gonna
อา
do?
คิวเลย
Okay, Operator finally out. It's been quite delayed for Ban. See if they can snowball this economically. Now, Ban also now the one who needs to continue with that confidence. He needs to make sure he holds his ground with the Operator. If he starts to play too passive, it's going to get risky. Oh, they are investing so much to force this back. Actually using...
แต่ว่าวันนี้เซต้าแม่งมา
Operator
ว่ะ
over there, it's tempting to just
ดูดิ
try to
ดูความ
find
ดู
another
ความ
place
ที่
to
เป็น
go.
ญี่ปุ่น
We
เด็
wanna work into
มัน
sewer.
ดิ้นเนี่ย
I love the...
อันนี้อันดับ 2 ญี่ปุ่นนะ
Just to make sure they can stay alive if there's a
Yeah.
push
สู้กับ
out
T1 ได้แบบ
from T1.
The T1
สูสี
is
อะสูสี
very forwarded over here towards A. Mid is open, but we've got Zeta coming
ชอบ
down
ความ
to
ที่เป็น
defense
ญี่ปุ่น
to see
ว่ะ
if there's any
ญี่ปุ่น
sound.
เขาเรื่องหัวใจเขาสู้เต็มร้อย
I'm not sure it's
เต็ม
where
ที่
Detonation
ดูจากทุกครั้งที่เขาแพ้เนี่ย
wants to
เขาเสียใจเขาร้อง
go.
ไห้
Extra
อะไร
kinds
เงี้
of
ย
opportunities.
Yeah, they're just trying to check what the
คิด
locations
ว่า
are.
ญี่ปุ่น
They're gonna now put
ต่
the
อให้
slower
ญี่
over
ปุ่น
on
สถาน
Vents
การ
as
ณ์เป็นไง
well, but the
ญี่
Seekers
ปุ่น
are coming out.
สู้
Great timing on the Seekers from Munchkin. They know that everyone's focused in on mid, so purposely emptying A heaven, right? Zeta, the goal is to just get one kill because Ban is
ไอ้บูม
holding.
หมูป่าเท่าไหร่นะเพื่อน
หมูป่าเหรอ
Now,
Alright.
Ban, if he gets this kill, they can hold the
400,000
site.
500,000
But if Anthem doesn't
เฮ้
even
ยอะไร
aggress
โลละ
against
อะไร
him,
เฮ้ยอะไรอ่ะ
เอ้า อันนี้อะไร
Meanwhile,
I don't think he
synced up
was-
with
กล้อง
Zeta,
ก็เปิดแล้วเฮ้ย
just strafed
กล้อง
by
ไม่เห็นเหรอ
and there was some bad intel over there.
now they gotta clear
Oh my
Zeta.
god. Zeta with a great position over there.
Oh, okay, draws out a shot. Zenfree, some good movement. They will still get the plant, but of course it's 2v4.
เดินทางสายบัวแล้วอ่ะเฮีย
Nice dodge.
Chillๆอ่ะไปชิวๆอ่ะ
Seeing what he can do. Again, a plant is always a welcome thing here.
โอ้ยคาเป้กระโดดยิงนั่นโอเวอร์วอตเพื่อน
Really do the work over here.
นั่น
Shorty in hand. Going for the reload as he doesn't see an immediate push. And this is actually getting a little bit weird because we've got Munchkin.
เฮ้ยไรที่นั่นรออะไรวะ
Oh
รอ
my
นาน
god,
จัดอะ
1v1 with the operator.
This is insane.
โอ้
Oh
ย
my god, it was a crazy
ไอ้ทายครับ
round.
เอ็นไฟ
One is gonna get the
กระตุกนิด
defuse
หน่อยเมื่อกี้
with few seconds to spare, but what a
สะบัดเมา
beautiful
ส์ไปเยอะ
loss there.
Oh, I mean, Zenfrey, I think he expected
แล้วเพื่อนไม่ยอมออกมาเทรดว่ะกูงงว่ะไอ้นั่นแม่งก็นิ่งเกิน
Can't get the spray.
ไอ้สกายอ่ะเพื่อนตายไม่รู้กี่ตัวต่อกี่ตัวไม่ยังไม่เดิน
Because I'm pretty sure Anthem did activate the camera for a split second after installing it. Obviously, when you first install it, you don't get vision. But I think, Ban had purposely gone right under it, where unless you swiveled the camera, you wouldn't have spotted him. So, good job on Ban. Now they are able to keep the operator and to make sure they can support it. They're going to buy up once again, right? They have the Cosmic Divide. They have the Viper Spin. They're confident they can try to string together these rounds.
สอบไม่ผ่านว่ะ หลังจากย้ายเกมมา
Who's actually over here? They've got Munchkin on the retreat behind Pillar. Soldev does push in, and it's going to meet Munchkin over here. A trade of shots.
โอ้เราไม่เอาล่ะเพื่อน
The slow orb coming in from his teammate actually cuts him off just a bit, but Munchkin eventually gets taken out. Now the idea here was even if the operator was there, you have the resurrection from Suggest on that Sage.
ตอนตัดสินใจถอย
They
ไม่
won't
ทัน
need
ละ
it though, so they
เข้าใจได้
can actually make sure they fight a bit more aggressively here against the retake.
Okay. Zeta up here doesn't.
แล้วอะไรวะน่ะอยู่ข้างบน ใครจะเช็คมึงอ่ะ AKJ ไม่มีใครเช็คนะ
Seekers coming out as well. Zenfrey. I mean, DFM. They're sending everything to secure these rounds.
เยี่ยโพซิชันมันโกง AKJ แต่ไม่มีใครไปให้มึงยิงเลยสักคนในประเด็นโอ้โหเต็มตาแล้วปาหมวกไป
They're even gonna just go for the neural theft. They're not taking any chances.
ใจเย็นโซแดม
They want to try to get out of the site at this point.
Yeah, they want to try to get those guns into the next round.
Oh, and they take down the operator as well, DFM.
Such a nasty first half here for Detonation Focus Me. Even the wins that T1 gets, Detonation Focus Me, is making them work so hard for it.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of this, I can't help but wonder, where is this macro awareness from DFM on these other maps?
I know, it's crazy.
The way they're
เอ้ยมุมแม่งดีว่ะ แต่เล่นได้ครั้งเดียวนะ ครั้งต่อไปเขาเช็คแล้วมึงตายแน่
Right on top of that, yeah, their
แต่ก็
skill, their
เล่นได้อยู่ดีให้เพื่อนมาเทรด อีกสักคนหนึ่งก็สวยเลยให้เพื่อนมาแบบว่ายืนรอตอนเขาเปิดจุดมายิงทาเคเจอะไรเงี้ยสวย
And so T1 calls a timeout, and they need to really figure out what's going on and how they could start to play catch up because, again, the rounds that they've won, they've had to work so hard to even get. They've had to pay heavily for it. We're going to be deep now into the first half. There's going to be a little bit more utility at their disposal, a little bit more credits built up, but that was a disastrous loss there in round 7.
Alright, so obviously we saw Autumn there, not many words, but I was looking on stage and Zeta actually just going through everything on his mind right now as the primary IGL for T1. So, perhaps Autumn kind of tossing up an idea there, putting it up to Zeta to, just buy time, right? Just think back through how these rounds went, and I think that was quite necessary, because even though you took 2 rounds here and DFM hasn't streaked entirely, the momentum is absolutely in favor of DFM. You're now on another eco. You actually want to make use of this, because even though it's an attacker-sided map, you give this one up, DFM's probably getting 7 if not 8, absolutely, maybe more.
แต่คอม T1 อ่อนจริงอะคอม T1 มันไม่ค่อยแข็งแกร่ง
Okay, so
DFM's going to look for a peek.
Yeah, they checked that no one was ready to peek out of vents. I like the angle on the guiding light from Zenfrey. But they didn't check entirely into vents, so they're not going to aggress too much. Also, the smoke disappearing on the side of Mail. Now, they're expecting an aggressive push from somewhere, right? And if it's not that, they expect that most likely it's a stack onto one of the sites. I mean, Split, no better place to do that.
มันน่าจะเก่งบุก แต่ถ้าจบ 10-2 ครึ่งแรก
Anthem is going to be the one to try to get information
ก็ไม่น่าเก่งขนาดนั้นมั้ง
If
ไอ้เหี้ย
dies to ban though. That's a free phantom.
Oh my
Oh.
God, he slips through.
Oh,
but
so
they
smart
know
from ban.
this is a brilliant play because he could just get a free kill.
Yeah, and they're gonna wait. He needs to.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh,
that's
ban.
a little bit longer than I thought.
ถ้า
But
แบนไม่ได้นะ
and that's going to be a great weapon to grab into this and possibly
กูบอกเลยมีบ้องกันบ้างอ่ะถ้าแบนไม่ได้อ่ะ
maybe a victory. They're going to come back up into A, but Ban's going to be ready.
30
It's gonna
seconds
pull
left.
around pillar. We don't have enough time for them to try to go over here into B, so this has to be a commitment on to A. They smoke it out, and the rest of T1 is scrambling to come in.
Yeah, paranoia. They're making sure to trap him into elbow, but there's the support coming in from Carpe as well. Ban's still alive. Dodges the blast.
Oi!
Oh my God!
เฮ้ย
Insane!
Thrifty.
What
ว่า
is
ไม่ได้นะ
going on?
ว่าไม่ได้นะ
Here for T1. Oh my God!
Oh man.
Oh my
If you, And
god
here's the thing: if you've ever played
Oh my
Cypher
God.
on Split, you
Holy
know how bad
shit.
that feels because that's one of your trademark plays, right? Is wait for the push. If they haven't pushed out, slowly creep up. You can constantly set
เก็บเดี่ยว
ramp
ยิง
later
เปล่า
with
ไว้เยอะเลย
utility, right?
หูที่อะไรวะเพื่อน
Thought you had the timing.
อะไรนะ
หูที่อะไรเพื่อนหูป่า
นี่ค่ะพี่
Really
มู
the
จะ
man
ให้
who
เว้ย
were
แดง
waiting. Because by letting
Yeah,
Anthem
แต่
get
ยิงดีกว่า
halfway through the site, you know that the call was
Man.
made for DFM to rotate over.
ขอบ
And
คุณ
then
ครั
he's
บ
able
นัช
to hold
ชา
on to
ดี
the
ครับ
weapon
พี่
and
หมวด
clean
ครั
out 4 members on the opposing side. A great boost that T1 absolutely needed in the first half.
เพื่อนกูจะเอาไปวิ่งอ่ะ
วิ่งเลย ต้องเดินงานแล้ว
อยากเล่นหาขี่ได้สัตว์
Mid, which is not going to allow for
แต่
any
บอกเลยเซต
posts
เดียว
or
ไม่ล่วง
peeks up in there from
โคตรชิล
Detonation.
โคตรชิ
Over
ล
here
อะหมี
we've
อ่ะ
got Ban with a push. Takache,
He was
โอ้วิ่ง
spotted.
จัด
he sees him, fires a shot and backs up. Jiggle peeks here from Takache,
Yeah.
but Suggest might try to come here. No,
กู
he
ขี่
goes
หมู
back
ว่ะ
up.
เพื่อน
Well, they don't
แล้วแม่งมี
have
เขี้ยว
the
ด้วย
utility they would want. They don't have the
หมู
age
ป่า
they want to
อุ้ยแล้ว
really
นี่ที่
push
นี่เป้าไปไหนเนี่ย
the Viper's pit
แท
confidently.
บจะไม่เห็นอยู่
Now
นะ
they know
เป้ามัน
that one member with the Phantom has pushed out.
อุ้ยแล้วมาเจอแบนอีกแล้วกำลังออนไฟ
So that's exactly going to be the play here.
This
Just
might come down to this
บึ๊บ
duel right
บับ
here.
บึ๊บ
Sultan's just going
บับ
to create space.
บึ๊บ
Zenfree should be the one getting the
กั
kill.
นโอ้แฟนทอม
Next shots on both. Hold
ไอ้
on,
เหี้ย
Yeah, that was
Phantom
a bit
moment.
riskier than it had to be. They actually lined up for a split second there without one of them crouching instantly.
ถ้าเป็นเวนดอลอาจจะหาย2ได้นะเมื่อกี้
I don't know if you still push through
Oh,
this. Okay, well,
เรียบร้อย
Sodam gets the kill. Now you can back out. You know that the paint shows came as well. So
อุ้ย
Saya's
ไม่
near.
ไป A ด้วย
Yeah, they're going to come up
นั่น
here.
ไม่ไป A
Saya gets that kill. They need to come now into the
นี่ไงสั่นน้ำแข็งเหรอไอ้เหี้ยยิงน้ำแข็งแตก
Munchkin getting the kill. Great crossfire.
เอาแพ้
10 seconds left.
เอาเฮ้ยเอาเฮ้ย
Clean out the kill.
คาเป้
Zenfree
โอ้
just needs to play for time. The
He's going-
spike's not there.
โอ้โห
my
มัน
God
ชิน
An amazing
โอ้
clutch.
Amazing clutch
I have chills. I have goosebumps.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh, and after the heroic entry from Soldam to clear out, get information on Saya, everything to try to go through. And Saya surviving, using the showstopper to buy time, creating an opportunity for Munchkin to get the crossfire, and then Munchkin playing for time and cleaning up the kills in the last second as they try to encroach on him. What a hero. And Munchkin's been that player for T1, time and time again, whenever they needed it most.
This is so funny because we're seeing the first half of the first map begin to mirror
Yeah.
the first half for the second map. We
Yeah.
got Detonation
Get
Focus
YouTube.
Speed look just so strong at the
อย่า
start.
ไป
Comebacks
มอง
happening
มอง
here.
อ
Obviously,
ดีต
the
ว่า
order of
เขา
the
เป็น
wins
ไง
is a
ไหม
little bit different, but
มองแค่ปัจจุบัน
big
พอ
picture
ว่า
is
ช่วงนี้
set.
เขาฟอร์ม
Rise. Yep. Well, we've seen that happen.
ไม่ค่อยดีฮะฟอร์มไม่ค่อยดี
Secret's coming out. Yeah. Uh-oh, DFM starting to rush again.
โอ้โหโอ้โห
They're starting to overheat again. Tasteless. They were doing so well in the first
Yeah.
part.
They are going to get down onto A, but they're going to have to work for this one. Takache very badly injured.
And they have no control, right? They don't have ramp. They don't have
Right.
heaven. They don't have screen.
จะบอกว่าหมดยุคมันไม่ใช่อย่างนั้นคนน่ะนี่แหละ ความเป็นมนุษย์อ่ะ
Crossfire
เออ
set up. Cosmic
มันมีความรู้สึก
divide, buy them time.
นะฮะ
Now
มันมีความ
T1,
รู้
if
สึก
they're gonna
มัน
go
เป็น
at
ธรรม
three
ดาอยู่
different
แล้วครับ
angles, they gotta have the timing perfectly.
Yeah, we see Omen smoked off here in mid.
Okay, so they clear out the cubby.
This could be doable for Detonation, actually.
Yeah, the smokes
ไอ้เนี่ย
just to make
ลีฟ
sure
จัด
that
ให้
they're
แต่
not
คมๆ
blocked
ไอ้
from
เนี่ย
above.
มันจะไม่พูดก็ไม่ได้วะ
T1's been clearing a lot of angles.
Oh,
Hold on,
Jack.
Carpe starts it.
ไม่เอาจริงมันมีขึ้นมีลงอยู่แล้ว ใครมันจะแบบ
Gets it. And
เป็นอย่างนั้นตลอดคนนั้นไม่ใช่เครื่องจักร
It's
ไอ้เหี้ย
interesting because
มีความรู้สึก
for a
ครับ
little bit, it almost looked like maybe T1 was
ง่าย
going
เลย
to burn through too much
มัน
time just clearing the
มี
angles.
อารมณ์
Obviously,
มี
they have to
นี่
do
เข้ามา
that, but they weren't able to win any of the duels. DFM wasn't. And so, there you go.
ไม่มี
5
ใครอยู่
5,
เป็นดาว
2
ค้าง
rounds
ฟ้า
left in
หรอก
the first half. We're dead even.
I was curious about this timeout because here's the thing is, yes, your composition is not as aggressive, right?
นิวเจนคนเดียวยกเว้นไว้คนหนึ่งยกเว้นไว้คนหนึ่ง
You have that sentinel, the true sentinel in the form of
เหมือน
the
พี่บูม
Cypher,
ใช่ไหม
so
ก่อนจะหยุดก็เคย
yeah,
สุดมา
maybe
ก่อน
you've got
พู
some
ดไปน้อง
extra
พูดไป
setups cooked
อย่า
up
พูด
on
ดีกว่า
the
เดี๋ยวก็
defensive
หาว่า
side, but
ซุยขิงอะไรอีก
oh man,
จะพูดดีกว่า
letting go of
เดี๋ยว
this
พูดดีกว่า
lead,
เดี๋ยวแชทไหลครับ
แม่งเป็นคดีอีก
if you're the coach of DFM was okay, give them 2 rounds, it's alright, cash back up, let's get to, let's guarantee 7 if not 8. Now you can only get maximum 7. You've already taken a couple hits as well on your econ. I'd have to take a look. They're on a triple losing streak and they had just bought as well in that previous round, so gotta double check the buy
เกือบ
status
ได้
there.
เกือบจะได้อีกแชมป์แล้ววันนั้นอะถ้ากูลงอะแชมป์แน่
Out over there for a second.
Yeah, I love
Should
this.
I?
What they're gonna do? Yeah,
Well,
it's cool to see everybody come
We've actually
down.
had a lot of families visiting as well.
ที่
Yeah,
ฟูเซนชิงกับมิดและไอ้บัตลง
come
อะ
watch the parents trying to
เอ้
get
ย
in on it. Maybe they play Valorant, maybe they're trying to
Yeah.
learn Valorant with their
ตอนนั้น
kids.
ให้มันลงเพราะว่า
It's been
ไอ้พวกนั้นมันจะลาจากกันละก็เลยแบบให้มันย้อนวันวาน
We've got that timeout called here.
ที่ไหนได้แม่วันวานเหมือนกัน
Maybe 6-6 or 7-5.
เละเป็นขี้เลยสัตว์
Close fight so far here.
Okay, so they're just
Super
gonna
Bad กู
even
จัด
out
ให้
their buys on the last round.
They are going to put Ban back over here at Garage, probably for a pick, and this
Yeah.
could end up being a sold down Ban.
บอกเลยวันนั้นอ่ะไอ้ทัวร์นาเมนต์นั้นกูก็ไปเป็นเหมือนแบบตัวสำรองเหมือนกัน
Absolutely have to be aware of that operator still
แบบ
coming through
ไป
on the side
ไป
of
หนึ่ง
T1.
แมตช์
And DFM was short
ส่วน
of
บัตก็
one
หนึ่ง
free.
แมตช์เหมือนกันนะบูมทุ่มเทนะส่วนบัตอะ
Yeah,
ทุ่มทิ้งแบบ
this type
ทุ่ม
of
ทิ้งไปเลย
macro play, right?
ยัดแม่
But
มี
here's the
มี
thing.
เลน่าด้วยนะ
He says, okay, well, if my
กูจำได้
screen is
ด่าน
up,
บีท
I
แก
can
กด
just
เลน่า
set
ไอ้
a
เหี้ย
relatively safer angle. Not have to worry
Super
about
bad
using
goal.
the snake bite just because of that smoke. He's truly improved from kind of the mental conditioning that DFM has forced here. Oh, so
Ui.
That was sick.
เหี้ยเซต้าแบบไม่หันเมาส์เลยอะเมาส์ช้าไอ้เหี้ยคือเมื่อกี้เหมือนจะไม่เงยหน้าขึ้นมายิงเลยมันอะขี้เกียจเลยแกน X แกน Y ไป
Okay, so now it's more important than ever for a band to hold on to Garage. That's the only way that they can have any sort of confidence on the direction that DFM eventually wants to take. Meanwhile, Soldam, answering the calls from the desk, they wanted to see more Soldam moments for highlights.
มึงโชว์หน่อยเว้ย
There's one of them.
ว่าเด็กโอวัตไม่ธรรมดา
Gonna get the confirmation it is B as they spill in.
อย่าโลก
Time, but they're going to flood through.
อย่าโลก
They're gonna come down the side here. Bit of a trade. He takes Carpe out.
เป้ามันไม่ค่อยจับเลยวะ
Players left. Ban with the operator.
Concerned about the flank.
คือได้หนึ่งต้องลุ้นน่ะ
Be a plan.
วิ่งเอ้าแล้วบีเมนแฟดเคลียร์เอ้า
Oh no, they have no idea. The guiding light didn't tag him.
He is
Guiding
sneaking
light
back
did not
on the
tag
garage.
him
Trying to figure out where the
Yeah.
last other player is. They know that it's a crossfire, so Saya's location spotted. No reason to challenge Ban.
Oh, they're hiding so
Nice
well.
angle from Takaje.
โอ้โหอุ้ย
Two backs away.
เว้ย
The peak.
Bye.
Oh, there. Almost.
Ui.
It was an insane
Oi.
round. Takaje closes it out.
Yeah, man.
A 6 victory here for Detonation Focus Me. Oh my
Last
god.
round before
เป็น
the
เจ็ตว่ะ
switch.
เฮีย
Oh.
เฮียแบนว่ะ
Ooh.
After this game, I gotta run around the block a couple times. Get this energy out.
ดูเซต้าดิ เหมือนจะไม่หันหน้าขึ้นมาเลยอ่ะ เมื่อยอ่ะ
Zone, U2, his pro play. That's a classic. That's a classic. And that's what they needed.
เกือบแล้วถ้าไอแบนมันไม่รีบพีกออกมานะกูบอกเลย
Ban does whatever
ได้
he
ขน
can.
ลุก
Now,
ได้ขน
now
ลุก
because
นะ
he also
เมื่อ
used
กี้มันมี
Blade
ควัน
Storm,
ไหม
he can't even out their buys
ไม่ได้ดู
in any
ว่า
way,
มันมี
shape,
ของ
or
อะไร
form.
บ้างอะ
So
เลยถ้ามี
Carpe
ควัน
now
อาจ
on
จะ
a
ใช้
share.
ควันล่นระยะ
DFM
อะไรเงี้ย
trying to
สวย
use
งาม
this
เลย
against them. They want to strike hard and fast. And it's shut down.
ซิ่งไปหน่อย มาตัวล้นๆเลย
Right, Munchkin.
คาเป้อยู่โอวัตเล่น DPS ฮะเก่งนะคาเป้
It's going to be tough to
Oh,
break
what
through here. Zeta's going to back up and drop down into vents. But
Yeah, but-
Munchkin's the second line of defense.
Yeah, but DFM, because they committed an all-in here, they have to go through. They have to file through here.
ไอ้มันคินนี่ก็โอวัตปะวะ
Takaje just clearing
Oh,
through
what?
ramp.
สายาอีกคนนึงนี่
Problem.
อ้าว
Saya
ไอ้เหี้ยแม่งทีมโอวัตนี่ว่า
one here. Okay, they check for him. They know he's there. Ban on the flank. Saya just has to
Yeah.
try to stay alive.
อุ้ย
Oh, not bad. Right now, it's just two in the bottom here for the
อุ้ย
detonation. He
เห็น
sees
บ้อง
the
เห็น
barrel
บ้อง
of the
ครับ
gun.
เห็นบ้อง
So Ban knows he's going to back over
Spike
into
planted.
corner. but he's gonna come around. And Taka Chase is so fast with the reactions, it's crazy.
เหี้ยทาเกเจตานี้แม่งบ้าว่ะ17-5 ครับทาเกเจ
Desperately needs here. They want to secure 7 rounds to feel comfortable here going into the pistol in the second half.
They're gonna just clear these angles. They still have plenty of time on the clock. Oh my God.
Zenfree spots one.
Taka gets another.
The other.
ดาวเดิลอยู่ครบ
Gets one. 15-8.
เสียเวลาวางนิดเดียวเพื่อไล่ที่หลังสีฟ้าอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
He doesn't have time. Zenfree knows.
ไอ้ยา
Beautiful ending there.
อันนี้ยังลองบูมอ่ะบอกเลย
Pops ahead.
คาเป้
Just narrowly by a hair, 7-5.
Switching
Wow.
Hold on, I'm gonna back
อย่าง
up.
ที่ฮยองลีบอกเลยว่ะ
Oh my God, man gets that
พวก
first
นี้ไม่ได้มาจากเกม 5-5 ครับ ต้อง
Oh
เพิ่ม
no,
อะไรอีกเยอะ
Zenfree, a little shaken up.
Yeah, just a shooting
อันนี้ต้องให้ลิฟสอนนะไอ้พวกเนี้ย นะ
A very impossible situation, but Taka starts it until Zeta takes him back out.
มากับ
the only
คน
one
ละ
left
ส
over
ไตล์
here,
ครับ
lurking
มา
up
กับ
in
คนละ
the
แนว
heaven.
นั่นดูไอ้เป้ดิ
That's going to be that. 6th win up here now, T1.
ขนลุกได้ตลอด
Crucial pistol round with a magnificent push up into mid through mail. Really not even letting that utility get set up over there for detonation focus me to even sandbag the progress, basically cutting right past that. I love it.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where it's like, okay, saving your utility, going for the body checks early. Yeah, this is what you probably wanted to see on the other maps, but on a pistol round on split, as soon as you've cleared, B garage, maybe the guiding light earlier would have been better. Again, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
The improvements are there, but this time a little bit of a hectic.
ซาย่าตึงปะครับตอนอยู่วัด
T1, they're not
มันก็โอวัดลีก
slowing
ปะ
down at all. Their MO
พ
is
วก
we
พวก
got
พวก
double
เนี้ยมัน
duelists.
คิน
Let's just
ซาย่าคาเป้ก็ถือว่าระดับ
Yeah,
ท็อปอยู่แล้วฮะ
issue here.
They did a bit of a coin flip move here, which isn't bad, by the way, when you're down like this, trying to just push into B. I like that we have Carpe all the way in the
King
back,
Lee.
ready for the
Yeah.
wrap round, but they're going to come through mid.
พิส
Anyway,
แกน
kind of
โคตร
plan
เก่ง
that's
เล
gonna
ยครับ
soon happen
ชื่อ
here
มันไม่
today.
ค่อย
Now, they
เด่น
didn't
เท่าคาเป้
take
กูว่าคาเป้
control
เด็ด
of
กว่า
having more screens.
อยู่ที่
They
การ์ด
will
ตอนนั้น
maintain some form of control on ramp. They still have, they still have 1 extra star for that potential.
คาเป้เด็ดกว่าจริง
once it comes
คา
off
เป้
the
เด็ดจริง
cooldown. But I think, if you're DFM, again, they like to go for
แต่วาโลเหี้ย
full
ซาย่านี่บ้าเลย
saves,
ตอนนั้น
probably looking to just
โหด
die to the spike. They've pinpointed where they're going to have to run to the finish line to end the round in fashion.
คาเป้เฮียชื่อแม่งเท่ว่ะคา
All
เป้
right, well, this is the most
แม่ง
exciting
ทรง
round
เดียวกับ
I've
ไอ้เหี้ย
ever
นั่นเลย
seen. So,
เหมือน
the
กัน
spike's
เป๊ะ
going to explode. We're going to go to round 3 in
ไอ้
the
มือ
second
สไน
half
ชื่อ
here.
อะไรอัน
Well,
ซาน
here's the big question. Suggest doesn't have a dash. Will he make it in? Soldam's going to
An
go
San Suu Kyi.
into the finish
ไม่
line.
ใช่เพื่อน
Yeah.
Who's going to get in there first?
You want to show
And
your
then
friends how
มือ
much
สไนด์ด้วย
round
เหรอ
it is, show them this round. Tied up 7-7, and we're going to go to that round 3 where we want to see Detonation Focus Me actually turn this around.
Yeah, now triple bulldog on the side of Team 1. I do
ปาร์ตี้
wonder
ตอน
if you consider me
พามไท
one of
ม์
those to trade for Carpe.
พวกนี้
Just
ไหวไหม
Fan
ครับ
and Sai
อา
are
บู
going to continue to press this quickly. It doesn't
ปาร์ตี้
look like it. Looks like their focus is again going
ปา
to
ร์ตี้
be
เก่ง
on mid.
ไม่
They're going to
ได้อายุสู้ได้อะ
T1,
ไหวไหม
they've now read
ก็ไหววะก็มาดิ
the style of DFM, right?
มัน
It's
ก็
Zoe
เก่ง
style. Okay,
ไอ้
Cypher
ปันก็
most
เก่ง
likely set up on A. We'll know as soon as we see if that one way comes out on B main garage or not. This time it will not come out. It's actually just
ยังเล่นเอาเบียนอยู่ไหมเล่นทุกวัน
smoke
ฮะ
with the
ทุกวัน
slow orb.
Yeah.
The
Tịt
thing
lên.
is if you're not taking control of
เกมหลัก
this,
เรีย
you
กว่า
just
เกมหลัก
spent
ดีกว่า
200
ตอนนี้
credits
เอาเบียน
to buy, what, 15-20 seconds?
แค่เราไม่มีเวลาเดี๋ยววันนี้จัดให้ยาวๆเลยจัดให้สัก20 ชั่วโมงไอ้เหี้ย
เฮ้ย
เออ
Yeah, they
Không lẽ.
flushed out any defenders
พูดแล้วไปขี้ก่อน
before going to mid.
นอน
We hear him,
พอดี
drop
พอดี
down into there, making sound, and now they're going to slow it down a little
กา
bit.
แฟเริ่มทำงานละ
Time
กา
left
แฟ
in
เริ่ม
the
ทำงาน
round.
ละ
Yeah, they actually, because they most likely heard this wall go up as well from mid, so they know if we just wait until 40 seconds, B site, we know we can just push against the stage.
It was a funny moment. They basically pinged the Viper over at A, which isn't exactly helpful information for what's happening. So it seems like Detonation is maybe a little bit confident this could actually be an A push, and they're going to send the Viper in there for that. So it's going to be up to Suggest here, perched up on the wall. I like the positioning here.
But they're just going to wait.
Yeah.
The wall is just going to get broken through. Oh, they come in one by one, though. A ban updrafts on his own while the wall wasn't broken yet, trying to get a surprise kill.
Spike down B. 30 seconds
Spike
left.
is down, and they don't have that much time to work with here.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, this looks like it's going to be a win for them. Nicely done. I think they got a little bit too eager. I think letting the wall dissipate would have been a better move.
Well, yeah, I mean, or at least wait until it starts to weaken and then break through it all at once. Or, quite frankly, you have 3 guys just blast through it, right? You know the Sage has used all of their other
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to approach it, but I think that was a questionable one. Again, we expect Detonation Focus Me to take that. Not the end of the world here. I love Suggest here. You know, it does feel like Detonation Focus Me is a bit more relaxed than the earlier weeks that we had here.
Oh, yes.
They're definitely having fun. This stage is definitely become a bit more like home, and they're playing like it too.
Okay, so just, you know, again, a fast push. You have double duelists, you might as well. You've already created a crossfire over on ramp. You still have control of sewers as well, so worst case, you can still try to go for a rotate. Now, curious, okay, DFM, because of all this spamming, they've actually taken control of mid. This all comes down to Carpe.
Well, it seems like T1 could just get in here.
Oh,
Suggest drops Carpe out. That's too bad. That was a great lurk they would have had.
Now they know it has to be A, because there's no way, if Carpe's already taken down and he's been the lurk, and ToxJ spots him as well, they know it's an A site. They're happy to just give over the plant. Anthem barely staying alive. Munchkin trying to get this kill. Oh, he tries to rush through, but the guiding light hadn't hit yet.
Yeah, and DFM starting to stack these kills up. Only 2 left. It's going to be hard to imagine T1 could hold this.
They know where Saya is.
Oh, too bad. Sold him. Just get Saya there, and Zeta's taken out.
Flawless.
Yeah, beautiful round there from Detonation Focus Me. This is going to be now 9-7. Detonation in the lead. T1 struggling, as it feels like Detonation has made those proper adjustments. They've tightened up their play. And they are hungry to bring this to a map number 3 on Fracture.
Yeah, I think it's apparent that T1 perhaps doesn't have as many reps on Split compared to some of the maps that they've been picking. Purely, I say this purely because you called it. They're starting to get very impatient, and so we're seeing these slight misses in timing, these slight miscommunications potentially that really make or break the round. The ideas themselves are not the ones at fault here, but for instance, even earlier on that B haven't pushed, the idea is fine, but there seemed to have been a mismatch between Ban's Jet trying to get an early pick and then vice versa. Granted, if Ban had gotten the kill there, we would have said result-based diagnosis, it was good push, etc., etc. So everything hindsight is 2020 now. We can only look forward because of the creds. They're going to go for the stinger buys, not too bad on Split. However, trying to push a ramp with it, perhaps not the strongest.
Funny looking. Bird comes in here and pings them.
And you can see DFM, right? They're not taking any chances. They know that they can really rush that ramp area quickly with the Raze and the Jet, so they're taking these long angles. They don't want to be in risk of fighting against a Bucky or a Stinger. Now T1 has correctly made 0 noise going into heaven. Okay, the first sound is actually going to be from Ban, who now moves up into heaven. Goldum is taken out. Crosshair's in the wrong spot, not appreciating that there was 2 up there. And now they're going to go all the way up through vents, now into mid. DFM, they haven't rotated yet. They still have the trapwire setups. Here comes the smoke. He just spots them coming in as well. Paranoia to buy time. He's going to hold close. Left.
Oh my god.
Oh, a great entry from the double duelist.
It's going to be down to Anthem to try to stop this. He's in the back. They spot him, and that's it. The spike is going to be planted.
And Munchkin's already taken out one as well. Oh, just beautiful entering from the Raze and the Jet to draw attention away from each other so that one of them can secure the kill. Actually, both of them surviving on that entry. You love to see it.
Yeah, shocking move there with that kill when they actually managed to come down into the bottom of B. And so this will be a round win where we do see Munchkin here on the hunt, seeing if he can actually ferret out exactly where Suggest is.
Yeah. I mean, in some worlds, he's only 1 point away, and he is going to be able to buy anyway. So I think Munchkin's saying maybe we don't need to go too hard on this hunt. If it was Zeta, maybe either way, one of you or both of you gets the ultimate. But at the end of the day, they'll just let each other live.
All right, 8-9. I'm loving how close this is. This is so fun. A detonation here. Definitely a little bit of a tougher round there for them. T1 stepping it up. We do have a timeout call here for our Japanese team. They can feel T1 nipping at the heels. They need to make sure they can keep this lead and close this out, escaping into map 3. Otherwise, it's over.
Yeah, and again, that previous round, DFM had the right idea, right? They're going to have close-range weapons. Let's make sure we don't get caught off guard on ramp. They can always, rush in with the Raze and the Jet together. We don't want to get caught unawares there, so they were holding it fine, but because of the toxic screen, Soldam has to take a further way back. He doesn't get the instant kill on Desaya player, then tries to clear out the kill, but he was aware that Ban had dashed in, but of course, he just peeks out a step too far, expecting himself to get the kill and get out safely. And I think that's where it starts to fall apart, but quite frankly, the reason T1 is able to clean up the round is because of that beautiful double entry. Now DFM, the question has to start to become, do we start to push out? Wow, a huge sign for Soldam.
I like it. I like the stars.
Kind of and the font and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds you of Sunday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Soldam, the Korean Jet.
So, let's see exactly what we're going to see from T1. I do remember that in I think it was in our first map that we saw a moment where there was a pause, and immediately they identified that that was them going to wrap around and try to hit them from behind. That pause doesn't just help the team that asked for the pause. The other team can always use it to say, okay, what are they actually going to try to do? What are we doing better that they're going to try to adjust to?
Okay, so the guiding lights just passed each other, but I don't think Zenfreeze tagged Munchkin. But he saw the guiding light come in, so he has a rough estimate that it's not the entire team in front of B. A heavy focus onto A. Oh!
That was insane. Just Superman in there and took him out.
Oh, man. And listen, because it's Soldam, it's hard to say, right? Was it worth it or not? Because he's so miraculous with some of his plays. But again, it's double duel. You've seen the speed that they strike with now with the operator down. Anthem gets tagged. He is relying on his camera. Oh, well, there you go. Displaced. Oh, 2!
Whoa, that was insane.
Well, that gives time for Taka J.
Yeah. That was so clutch. Taka J and Anthem double dragging the A
he's
site.
Out of there. Oh, and he's out of there. They say, let's just go for the 3-man retake. They say, leave the spike there. Let him spend his time to try to plant on his own. I got to get heals. I love the from the shadows for Taka J.
Yeah, it's a smart way to use that. And so we've got Saya just, checking every corner, every angle. Nobody's even there yet.
Well, yeah, but he has no idea where the Omen went, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, is that you can assume that he probably got out safely, but you just have no idea. He's even going to have to use his paint shells just to be able to plant safely. They're going to try to plant in a position where they have to double guess where he's positioned, but up here, Suggest hasn't peeked out just yet. So Saya taking a bit of an off angle here to surprise him. He's expecting a heaven push, but there he goes.
That's it.
Wow.
Nicely done. This is going to be the 10th win here. Detonation Focus Me looking good. I love that sound when Omen gets healed. I feel better
It's like
now.
he just got into the spawn. He's like,
it hurt, but now it feels okay.
Well, here, both teams, I think, it's a race to see who just stays one step ahead, right? Because you saw that gravity well. They were well aware of the potential setup from the Cypher here. And a great catch from Saya on Soldam. I mean, this was T1's to win.
Yeah, I mean, Anthem really keeping that on lock. And Taka J's been popping off all day.
Yeah, Taka J has really been bringing it home. And I think Anthem also just... he somehow gets that kill on Zeta, which is impressive because he's trying to walk away from the gravity well.
Right.
So he's not ever fully stopped because he's constantly getting pushed in, and he still gets the initial shot. Then he swivels back onto A Heaven. Now an early Trailblazer used from DFM. They want to send Soldam out. Because it got taken out, they have to use the guiding light, and Soldam's not able to take full control. But the idea is you plant Soldam here, and you're going to rotate the sky over, right? Let Heaven, just kind of sit there as is.
Hey.
Shot with the hop peak there.
You know.
And it seems like that target
มีอะไรมั่วเหี้ยมันผิดท่อนเลยสัตว์
Always the intention. The wall's already broken. Slow orb gonna buy time. A great peek from Suggest. They gotta hide.
Yeah, he doesn't see anything. He might have to just pick a site. Gets one.
And the timing from the rest of the forces of T1 to come
อยากไป
off
นี่
of
ว่ะ
that showstopper.
วอเตอร์ไซด์
It
วอเตอร์ไซ
allows
ด์
for a clean
เปิดห้อง
plant
ร้องเกตนะวะ
eventually
เฮีย
3v3.
โอ้ย
And I like
Yeah.
this. They're going to
ส่
make
วนตัวไปเลยทั้งนั้นอะ
They're absolutely
เอา
useless.
แน่นอน
They're gonna
ไป
plant
คนเดียว
down in here.
30 seconds left.
And how exactly can detonation
ไม่แบ่งใครร้องด้วยไอ้เหี้ย
Anthem dropping down?
ไอ้เหี้ยมันไม่สุดว่ะมันยังมีอีกก๊อกนึงว่ะ
เฮ้ย
บูม
ไอ้
ไอ้เหี้
เหี้
ย
ย because of that neural theft they've got to create these crossfires will they wait for a potential guiding light I think that
ไม่
might
สุด
be the
เฉย
time
เว้ย
here. Yeah they're waiting for it guiding lights used on both sides the timing is perfect from Munchkin
Oh, Soldom's just going to drop in, dive bombing in, and now looking for a kill here. Doesn't find the target.
oh the Viper's pit has been emptied though
Hold up.
โอ้ไลน์อัพครับ
Oh
มัน
my
คิน
God, 9 to 10.
ไม่วัน
I
ได้
thought
วัน
for a
นะ
second Detonation Focus Me was going to pull through with a
ที่
win.
เคยสิ่งทุกทีที่บอกกั
I
น
mean even bringing down the Viper's pit
เชี่ยอยากดู
right,
คอน
just
เสิร์ต
to
พี่
make
ตูน
sure
ว่ะ
that they
เดี๋ยว
don't
นี้เขา
get
ไม่ร้องแล้วหรอ
surprise attacked from that side
เอ้ย
of
ขอบคุณ
the
ครับ
sky
ลูก
because of
น้ำ
that guiding light. They
95
say, all right, let's drop it. See if I think the original intention was see if Carpe can get some information over an alley, but it's going to be Zeta who gets the first kill here.
Oh, wow. So the hand and the gun were sticking out beside the box, which allowed the
เฮ้ย
player to line
เหี้ย
up.
ราชามา
Then
ทุกคน
allowed straight
โค้งคำนับเดี๋ยวนี้
วาราชา
Watch
วา
มึง
รา
โค้ง
ชา
คำนับเดี๋ยวนี้
One still has a
มึงโค้ง
shot.
คำนับราชาเดี๋ยวนี้
Just one round ahead here for Detonation Focus Me.
Yeah, they're relying on that blade storm and T1 knows.
แบบนั้นเลยเหรอ
Blade
ราชา
storm
ดีโอ
time, Probably going to be a rush
มาแล้วครับ
out.
เจ็ดลังสิต
Not using any utility is what they're. Oh, they are completely made unaware because of Suggest's location. Now, the resurrection is gone, but it's still 2 kills on the side of DFM. I think they're very okay with that. The remaining 3 members, aside from Soldom, now have rifles in their
โอ้
hands.
โหเหี้ยคอมโบกับแฟด
Back,
ไอ้สัส
back out. So that
คือกล้องคอม
camera
โบ
spot
แฟดว่ะ
wasn't as helpful after
โค
all.
ตรตึงเลยว่ะมุมนี้ได้เล่นอยู่นะ
Jay gonna hop up into heaven.
Yep, Trapwire is still available in front of.
Man, I'm
จังหวะ
so
แฟดเร็วไปนิดหนึ่ง
worried
เมื่อกี้
here.
น่าให้เขาเข้ามาลึกกว่านี้
Yes,
ได้กินละ
Kame's making all this noise to. Oh yeah, he's just trying to.
ทำอะไร
Doesn't seem like the entirely emptied heaven. A great play from Taka J. And Anthem with the great off angle, not getting hit by the guiding light.
So they should be able to get this spike plant here, but how are they going to stop this
Spike
many
planted.
Detonation Focus Me players from coming in? We saw T1 clutch this earlier.
Good positioning from Taka J. He knows that this is the set.
Oh! Oh my god! Of all the moments for Taka J to miss.
Oh, he was somewhat expecting it too.
เรื่องนี้
but
พูด
the
ยากกว่า
quick
น้องเรื่อง
swing
ครอบครัว
out. Well, they
ผมว่าเป็นกำลังใจให้ดีกว่า
know where Carpe is.
Zeta's just out here
พูด
in
อะไรมากไม่
garage.
ได้
outside.
นั่นก็พ่อแม่มึง
Oh!
They know where Zeta is as well. They know where the
Wait,
members
wait, wait, wait,
are.
wait.
Stick it. The snake bite about to
Nii,
disappear. They take out
Anthem.
Zeta.
Anthem looking
Dude!
good.
โอ้โห
Oh my
ในทาง
god.
ฮะ
Incredible
ไอ้
victory
เหี้ยดูด
there.
ยังไม่โดนเลย
Get rid of these knives and defuse that.
Yeah, give me that old point.
9 to 11. Detonation Focus Me so close to ending this. But T1, if they can just streak 1 or
ดู
2
ไม่โดน
games,
เนี่ย
who knows what happens.
And can I just say, I mean, DFM is showing improvement on basically every facet that we've all talked about on the cast, right? Things like rushing in when you have a man advantage retake. Things like, you know, not taking space on the attacking side early on. I mean, all of this has been improved here on Split. This is their map, and you can see how riled up they are. I think part of it's because they probably finally feel like, yeah, this is what we've been practicing. This is the type of game we've been playing.
It's finally clicking. Suddenly, all the hard work, all the practice games, all the ideas they've stayed up all night talking about and trying to execute, it's playing out in real time here versus T1. So T1 calls for a timeout. Obviously, they have the cushion of the first victory. They could always win on fracture there, but it's ideal to try to play catch and close this out with that first round overtime.
And I will say, you know, Fracture, I
เพลง
mean,
นี้
quite frankly, not any single map has ever looked like entirely convincing for T1, right? They've had this kind of up and down trajectory. But even Fracture, they've been running that double duelist. Now, as strong as it can be when it's going your way, that is a composition that has stark strengths and weaknesses. That's a composition that DFM has tape
นั่นพี่ตูน
on.
นี่พี่
So
ต้น เอ้าเตอร์
I don't know
ไอ้
if
เหี้ย
I
นี่
can feel too comfortable. T1.
มึงจะเอาไงเนี่ย
really
มึง
want
จะ
to
อยู่ในฐานะ
finish
อะไร
this
เนี่ย
off.
ศัตรูหรือมือปืน
Another read that this could be a
ว่ามึง
fast
เลือก
start push onto A. They're going to try to just slow down the second line of entry, it seems like. They're just giving up ramp. They know that that's been the way that they've been entering.
จะได้ตัดสินใจง่ายๆหน่อย
Heaven's been taken over. Ramp has been given over to the T1 side.
All right, they see the Cyber Anthem has been pinned. He's taken out.
But Zemfree with great cover as well. But the
อุ้ย
flood out from
ไอ้
Heaven.
เชี่ยมันยังได้สัตว์
Oh no, Soldam spotted.
Gonna come down to Soldam. He's already picked
โอ้
up. Over by Pillar.
อยู่ในล่ะฮัก
Oh, Suggest has res, but no agents in a good
ส
position to use it.
วย
T1.
พออยู่นะ
Wait,
พออยู่
they're using the cosmic divide
ไอ้ตาลแล้วมึงจะไปไหมเนี่ย
just make sure they can plant
เดือนหน้าแล้วเนี่ย
Here's the thing, they're all now
อย่าง
stuck
โอมเนี่ยไอ้สัตว์
inside the site. Now they picked up weapons, but they also used it
ไปเด
before.
Oh, they
Oh,
pop out.
เฮ้ย
No.
Oh
This is
no.
an
ไอ้เหี้ย2 โอวันมันกากจังวะ
Gone
เฮ้ย
horribly wrong.
Munchkin's the only
มึง
one
ดูมัน
left.
ปาดมาดี2 คนอย่างขี้เลยเฮีย
Goes off elbow. They know he's
ขี้เลยไง
trapped.
โอ้
That's
เหี้ย็น
gonna
แม่
be
แพ้
it.
no.
A huge tactical error, a
ขี้หรอกมั้ง
blunder.
And here's the thing, they had their picture in mind where they say
Oh.
put up the cosmic
ไอ้เหี้ย
divide
โคตรกาก
as soon as I think
มัน
they were
บูทเหรอวะ
purposely waiting for that res. Say,
Yeah.
okay, if the
ไม่
res
บูทนะ
comes in, the sage is vulnerable as well. When we hear that, we'll flash out. But the thing is,
ไม่ถึงกับขี้เฮียอะไรมึงมาดู
I
ดิ
don't think he had actually activated the res yet. I think maybe they
สภาพ
just
มัน
work
ด้วย
on a timing here. Yeah, he was just waiting.
Yeah.
Oh.
ไอ้ยี่ยิงตรงไหนก็ไม่ตาย
Big strategic failure
คือไง
back there.
Oh, talk
ยิงตัว
shit.
Under Heaven ก็ไม่ตาย
They're
เปลี่ยน
on the
เป้าไป
verge
ยิง
of
ข้างบน
taking
ก็ไม่ตาย
map 3.
Yeah. Well, we should be in the twilight of map 2 unless T1 can
เหี้ย
start to really make a Hail
และ
Mary play
อื
that
ม
works
2 คน
out
ล้างท้าย
against
คู่
us
ครับ
in
คาเป
overtime.
ซาย่าเออ
I mean, T1, they've discussed in their timeouts, see what they've changed. And I was hoping to see this now. That previous round was, of course, a bit of a half buy, but, you know, just going for this mid control early, right? Force out this early utility from
คนมันก็มีความรู้
Suggest.
สึ
So
ก
they've drawn out the wall.
ใช่ กูก็มี
Now, Suggest has already
เห็นเลยแบบนี้
rotated
แล้วกู
over
เจ็บ
just
ว่ะ
to provide support. Even if this wall goes down, you still got Taga J, you still got that trap wire. This is why they're okay with the earlier wall this time around.
ไอ้ตาล
The adjustment from both sides.
ตาล
พี่
ถ้าสมมติมึงเลิกกับแฟนนี่มีผลไหม
Some noise created
การ
over
แข่ง
here,
ขัน
but clear they're not
ไม่ครับ
really
พี่
committed to this.
เฮ้ย
Seeking to
เฮ้ย
come out and try to figure out
อย่า
how
แม่ง
to
ไม่
work
ใช่
with
คน
it.
ในสัตว์
เฮียแม่งคือราชา
100%.
ทำไม
อยู่
And
เหนือ
those
เหนือ
Seekers are going through a main as well.
ไม่ก็เทียบกับไอ้ดุมไงไอ้ดุมมันเลิกมันโดนมันอก
It's
หัก
up
อะ
to
มีปัญ
Zenfree
หา
to draw the attention. Oh, but it's actually just
สู้
going to be
หั
a
ก
double
เหรอ
kill for Soldam.
ใช่
Carpe fights back.
หาใหม่ดิ
ไม่รู้เมื่อไหร่เฮียใครมันจะไป
And these
ไวเหมือน
connections
ตา
from
แล้ว
Suggest are just too good.
I think we're going to
Yeah.
have 3
Yep,
tasteless.
Carpe with 1
ง่ายเหมือน
HP.
ปอกกล้วยเลยหาใหม่ดิ
Munchkin in a position that is going to be too helpful here.
ง่าย
unless
จัด
they start
พี่
to stack these skills up. Suggest wallbangs
Spike
Carpe.
down A.
Sees
เรา
one,
มันคง
but
ครู
อุ้ย
เหรอ
โอ้
Yeah.
เอ็นที
It
ครับ
was
เอ็นที
close, but in the end,
Defenders win.
we're tied up 1-1. Detonation Focus Me with a beautiful game on split is going to bring us to map 3 on Fracture.
แล้วไม่บอกกันแล้วเนี่ย
we only have a couple teams
ไอสัตว์
mainly
แข่งอะดูไหม
They definitely want 1 kill because otherwise the Rolling Thunder is going to make this retake very difficult.
Yeah, well, I don't know that the Killjoy is going to peak just
2-1
yet.
ไปแล้ว
No, the turret's there as well.
ดูเอ็มสนุกกว่า
And he'll get
ไอเอ็ม
spun-
มัน
Oh, actually,
Back
Takajay-
away.
ไอ้เหี้ยผี
Takajay
พนันวิ
shields
เคราะห์ไอ้
that
สัตว์
firm. Oh,
ไอ้เหี้ย มันมี มันมีอคตินิดนึงครับ มันมีอารมณ์อยู่ฝั่งมีอารมณ์ร่วมอยู่
okay, so
ฮะ
you spotted 2 members and the
มันไม่
toxic
กลางเหรอ
screen now down
Uh.
from DFM, so it's just going to be an
กลับมาใส่
Rolling
กลับมา
Thunder
ใส่
advance, trying to take advantage of the
ใช่
fact
ไง
that people have to be
อุ๊ย
stunned here.
ไอ้แบนมึงยังไม่เลิกเล่นตัวนี้อีกเหรอ
Lead out, 3v3.
แล้วคอมนี่แก2 เดียวลิต
Trying to move in now. This will be that retake. Soldam going to come around here from Dish.
กูว่าโดนว่ะทีวัน
Have to be aware that DFM is going to try this with the Blade Storm.
Spike planted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
ถือว่าเป็นข้อดีของ
Could see it pop in just like we
Talon
saw in the
ไป
last
หนึ่ง
round,
กึ๊บ
actually.
Yep, just checking Sands
ไอ้
first.
ทีม
They
นี้
want
แห
to
ละ
close the
ที่จะโดน
distance
เรา
so they can take
ข้ามหัว
advantage
ไปครับ คือทีวัน
of
โดนแน่
Soldam drawing attention to himself when he dashes in. He's going to check main first.
Nobody there just yet. Don't have that much time, so they're going to have to burst in a second.
Oh, but Suggest gets 1. Now Soldam can't go in. He's actually just going to get the kill for free.
And
Man,
this
nah,
leaves
nah.
just Carpe here. Anthem comes around.
Oh, Anthem playing this so smart.
Yeah, that was perfect. Just baiting the crosshairs over there.
ขยันนะ
180 degrees behind. The shot comes in with the
ข
kill.
ยันอยู่
Third
นะ
one here for Detonation
ไอ
Focus
ไอ
Me.
แอนเทม
They've
เฮีย
started it. How far can they go?
Yeah, great start. And most
ถ้าเป็น
importantly,
BC
looking
พอด
at
ปุ๊บ
that operator.
ไม่ควรเล่น
The idea from T1
รอยิงฟรีเลยให้มัน
Rolling
พลิกไป
Thunder
ยิง
will
เพื่อน
make
ก่อน
sure that
PC
you push everyone out and Ban's
ใช่ไหมเอ็ม
trying to work off of it. But the problem was the rotate from Suggest
ไม่ดีนะ
very
อย่างนี้ไม่ดี
quick
ไม่เป๊ะ
on
ไม่
the
เป๊ะ
trigger to
ไม่
cover
ชอบ
for
ไม่
his
ชอบ
teammates. Man, it's been a while since we've seen Suggest really enjoy his time on the
I
stage.
know.
It's
He's
great to see
loving
it.
this. Well, I mean, you know, the hard work is finally paying off.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on DFM just looks much better in spirit today.
There's a lot more life in their faces here, as this has been a brutal couple weeks, but a real Cinderella story here, possibly, if they get this third map win here in the end.
And a great read again, right? You double stack Viper and Killjoy on B. As long as you hold tower, you've got the toxic screen for the retake.
ดาด้าสวัสดีครับลาเต้
So now we have Zenfree also ready to provide backup in the middle of the map. They've already taken control of A hall, A main as well. So the only place they're really concerned about is Dish. But even that, Anthem is watching from long range.
Seems like they're going to send the spike down through middle under.
Oh, Soldam, how far are you going to go out?
Yeah, but Soldam's going to be here on the receiving end with the operator. And he has a couple more angles he could escape.
ส่งนิวเจน
First pick, and does.
Spike down.
เอาโดนจริงๆนะว่าโดนจริงๆนะแล้วไม่มีตัวแบบเคลียร์แล้วอะไม่มีตัวเคลียร์มุม อุ้ย
Okay, goes for a timing shot. Gets a little
ไอ้
scratch.
เหี้ยแม่งเกี่ยวหัวเฉย
We'll be fine. Anthem's nearby to help provide support.
A lot of
don't
time
see it
left
some
here.
more.
They're going to have to commit into this.
Oh, Anthem's so quick on that. He was expecting it.
ทำอะไร
The door shutting
ไอ้เหี้ย
behind
ป๊อป
the
แฟด
shot.
เหรอ
Now they have orbital.
ไอ้เหี้ยแฟดเคโอไง
DFM, I don't think they're too worried about flooding the site. They're trying to. T1's trying to bait it out. They do get a trade off of it, but now they have to stick the plant. But here comes the Molly. It does miss barely, it looks like. Saya's going to be able to get it. Snake bite. Just going to weaken him. He's going to trap him. The showstopper just to try to stay alive.
Behind the box. He
โอ้
does.
ซาย่ายังได้
Beautiful.
เหี้ย
Oh, Zenfree tries to go for the wide run and gun, knowing that Saya has to be scratched up, but he just takes it a bit too far. Doesn't stop in time to secure the
แฟด
shot.
สูตรไงน้องไม่รู้เหรอ
Yeah, it's funny. I thought that.
ไอ้เหี้ย
they
Killjoy
had
มี
that,
แฟด
but I think with, you know, beautiful gunplay there at the
บางครั้ง
end.
เราก็ต้องเล่นอะไรที่มันแบบ
Clutch moment. They did
เอา
manage
เพย์ก็ได้
to
เอาเพย์
They closed that out. The game of catch up is real. We go into round 6 here on the first half.
แต่ลืมไปว่าฝั่งตรง
That's
ข้าม
a
ก็คือ
pretty
มนุษย์นะ มีความ
devastating
รู้สึก
round, right? You drop
Yeah.
your operator, you
ธรรมดา
use your orbital strike. Oh, that hurts. That hurts for DFM. I mean, Soldam had a really good opening kill there to make things happen. But now T1 able to recover a little bit economically.
That hurts
Okay, Ban immediately drops Zenfree. Quicker push into A as the
You
turret's
put your
gunned
weapon.
down.
พูดอยู่
Funny entry there.
อ๋อเลย
Getting pushed off of the packs there.
มัน
ไม่ใช่กูเห็น
The raise.
กูเห็นหลอดอีกทีแล้วกูท้อเพื่อน
So,
ไม่กดสมุด
this wasn't a
บอก
full save.
ได้เลิกอะ
I think DFM just going to look for whatever damage they can do.
Yeah, only so many times Soldier could do this before eventually it just gets to be obvious. Full tactic. But again, we don't really expect you know any win there, so it's like go in and just see who you can take out. Whatever. 3-3 here, and a much more viable round here for Detonation Focus Me. One thing that's been consistent with these two teams since the beginning is that it's been so close.
Yes.
เอ็ม
I mean, lots of bank for it. And
ไม่ได้
let's
รู้
be
จักกัน
honest,
เป็น
I
การ
think a
ส่ว
lot
น
of it
ตัว
also reliant on those timeouts, right? Of how they use it, how wisely they use it, how much they're able to
ผิวเผินแบบผิวเผิน
adjust. Got a little bit of T1
ตอนนั้นเคยเจอแค่ที่ตอนไปถ่ายรูปตอนนั้นเขาอยู่ฟู
They
เซ
do
น
have a lockdown, but Carpe is probably going to save his orbital strike for as long as possible against that
แล้ว
as well.
แต่เราอะ
So
รู้จักเขา
not
เพราะเขาเป็น
anything
นัก
that's
แข่ง
gonna
เซ
really
จิโอตอนนั้น
change
เก่ง
the flow. Oh man!
Whoa! That was huge.
Yeah, Anthem. I think he only kind of spotted the first pass through from Ban, and then the crossfire has a deeper angle through that wall there from Saya.
And they're going to bide their time.
Yes, Jackman.
To make sure there's no counterplay.
Soldam has to win this
วิ
duel
วิ
over on main.
วินั่นโอ้สวย
Heroic hold.
สวยครับสองคนนี้ทำงานได้ดี เรียบร้อย DFM ฮะ มา
That's what I
แน่
was going to say. Because
แบบนี้
you lose the entry, Munchkin has to pinch a lot faster than he originally wanted to.
ไร้สาระแบบนี้
Zenfree.
เขาไม่ดูหรอกของกูอะไร้สาระ
Had a
แฝง
tough going
แฝง
today
ความรู้ครับ
overall in terms of pure kill
เอา
death,
จริงถ้า
but
ใครตี
that
ความ
was a
หมายออก
moment
อะ
he absolutely needed, both for
พัฒ
himself
นา
and
แน่น
his
อน
team.
มันแฝง
And now, I mean, this is it's an ugly round here for T1. They don't have any access to the spike. They've got some decent guns, which I guess they
30
will
seconds
just go ahead and
left.
save out. And it doesn't seem like
Bang, why
Detonation
lit-
Focus Me is even going to go for the hunt.
ลึก
They're going to
ลึก
play
ครับ
very
แฝงไว้ลึก
conservatively and
พวก
just
มึง
eke
พวกมึง
out that fourth
ยาก
round win.
ยาก
Bit of a
เกินที่
dull
แบบว่า
ending here
จะ
for
เข้า
round
ถึง
7.
ใช่ ต้องตั้งใจจริงๆครับ
ตราบใดที่มึงยังเป็นมนุษย์นะ
มันก็มีความรู้สึกเลย
ใช่
10 seconds left.
มึงต้องทิ้งความเป็นมนุษย์ไปก่อน ถ้ามึงเดินบนใบบัวได้เมื่อไหร่อะนั่นแหละมึงเข้าถึงแน่
The drop from Dish was, you know,
Bukim.
obviously somewhat
เป็นน้ำทะเล
expected.
จืด
ใช่
But the fact that he hears Saya go above, that's usually the point of entry from the Razors, right?
Bukim,
It's
yeah,
the best
Bukim.
route. And then he waits for the drop first, keeps himself hidden, and then
ได้นอนไหมได้นอน
for
นะ
Saya.
นอน
Good play. And Soldan was going to hold on to that angle for the longest time, no matter what. But because his back was safe, he was able to stay focused. Knew that, you know, this means if there is a flank,
มันยังไม่แฝงไง มันไม่ได้แฝงทุกอันในเฮีย
A great hold from DFM and a timeout right away from T1.
Yeah, T1 pumping the brakes, and I can't say I really blame him. Detonation focused me. It seems like they're getting stronger with each passing round.
DFM ฮะ ต้องการชัยชนะแรก
Sorry to go you off.
อย่าง
One of
มาก
these days, I just want to cast to be like, well, I do blame them for this.
จะไม่มีติดไม้ติดมือเลยไม่ได้นะ 09 นี่มัน
No. Yeah, I mean, it's been a great showing here from Detonation Focus Me, and honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised, as I'm sure many people who are watching, unless of course you're a T1 fan. The casters, only Victoria actually picked a win here for Detonation Focus Me. And we've had a couple upsets like this, but this I think is maybe the most surprising of all if they actually can manage to take it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have my excuse. T1 Zeta told me that they will never disappoint again.
Oh,
I don't. Here's the funny thing.
So that's how it works.
I actually think I might be the Christian. I think I've gotten every single one of their matches wrong.
เสี้ยววินา
But
ที
I think I've gotten every single one of their matches wrong. Both the wins and
แล้วเราได้
losses.
แค่ท่อนเดียวเองนะ
We'll see if it continues today.
ก็เลื่อนแล้วไง
It's, you know,
มัน
it's not over
ท่อน
just
TikTok
yet, but DFM seems to
แต่มัน
be
คิด
one
ถูก
step
จริง
ahead in terms of the adjustments. The early seekers just to buy time. This is providing enough time for backup to arrive.
Yeah, they sandbagged it pretty nicely. Can they actually shut them down when they go for entry?
Oh, they don't know about Anthem.
Yep, Anthem
The
here.
Boombot.
They don't know about Anthem.
By the Killjoy utility.
Oh, they have no idea. They have no idea the Boombot went over to the stairs.
Oh my god.
Oh, the crossfires are all there.
อันเต็มแดก
The gunplay is
Oh,
just too
man.
good. Total shutdown there. Detonation Focus Me, and I think our shortest round yet gets the victory. 5-3.
A great round from DFM. I love the Seekers just to buy time, right? Because you knew that A main, the hall, the entry there, you had the toxic screen, you had the nano screen, you had all sorts of things set up to make sure that there wouldn't be an entry in. But on top of that, you use the Seekers to make sure you buy time over on Sands. It gives
ถ้า
Zenfrey an
DFM ชนะ
opportunity to
ทาร
come
อน
to
มัน
respond,
ลำบาก
make
นะ
sure that
พี่
Brooks wasn't taken for free. And then everyone from B main also just pushes out to secure
มันไม่ลำบากหรอกน้อง
And now it's
เรียก
just
ว่า
going
ปล่อ
to
ย
be
วางได้เลย
massive
ครับ
Rolling Thunder
ไม่ต้องพยายามแล้ว
available
หาย
for
เหนื่อย
Zeta.
แล้วนะฮะ
Saya waiting on the other
ใช่เหรอ
side.
หายเหนื่อยเลย
Man,
แพ้
actually,
อีก
yeah,
อะ
they're not
พอเลย
Are they going to rush for this? Okay, they're going to use the lockdown
ไม่ต้อง
first,
ฝืน
which is
ดีก
หมายถึงว่า
why
หมายถึงว่า
they
DFM ชนะนะ
to
ชนะ
go in
ทารอนไง
duelist. They actually want to see if anyone gets shoved out of sight.
เรียกว่าสบายตัวดีกว่า
เรียกว่าพอแล้วครับพอแล้ว
Oh.
เฮ้ยเฮีย
Gonna mute the use of this.
So Carpe's going to use his orbital strike, but that means DFM
นึกว่า
gotta
คา
come
เป้
down
มันจะ
on
บือ
top in
ทำลาย
terms
อั
of
น
the
ติตัวเองไปด้วย
ultimates.
Yeah, I mean they had to pay for
เฮ้ย
this right to get
ว่า
in
มันก็
here.
เฟี้ยวอยู่นะ
The retake is still
ถ้าเราวางอันติคิวจอยบนอันติคิวจอยฝั่งตรงข้ามอ่ะ
Carpe.
เป็นไงอ่ะ เมื่อกี้
Zenfrey, yeah, I think you just use the orbital strike. I don't think you save that. Make sure you clear out sight now. You know
มัน
they
สามารถ
have to
ทำได้ไหม
be
วะ
power and arcade. Your
หรือว่า
spawn
มัน
has
ติด
been
กง
taken
ติด
over.
กล่อง
The rolling thunder is in.
Oh! Saya and Ban take two.
Takeche? He's hit it.
ก็อยู่ที่โล่ง
man.
Anthem. Yep, and that's going to be it.
โอ้
T1
Saya,
even
holy
here,
shit, man.
5-4 now in the game of catch-up. In a very high expense round on both sides here.
Yeah, a great. I mean, here's the thing that the trade for the lockdowns and the orbital strike, sure, in favor of DFM. But T1, they were holding on to that rolling thunder.
ไม่กูไม่รู้ว่าไอ้ตำแหน่งที่ถ้าเราจะวางอันติคิวจอยให้ทับกับข้างล่างอ่ะมันคือตำแหน่งไหน อันนี้มันต้องเข้าห้องวิจัยเนี่ยแฝงนะอันนี้แฝงนะเนี่ยแฝงนะถ้ามันวางได้ก็ทำลายไม่ได้นะถ้าอยู่ในที่ที่ปลอดภัยอ่ะอันติบิมก็ทำลายไม่ได้นะครับอันนี้แฝงนะแล้วถ้ามันโล่งมันก็ไม่ได้ไง
hasn't found a target yet. Meanwhile, Ben and Carpe get two.
สไตล์ไม่ชอบนะสไตล์ไม่ชอบ
Looking to find something.
เฮ้ยเอ็ม ช่องแชทถามลิฟต์มันดูช่องพี่เปล่าวะ
That kill. The spike is now planted.
เหรอทำไมอ่ะ
And it's going to be a two-stack over here.
ไม่ชอบมั้ง
Just outside
ไม่
the spawn of the
ไม่ชอบการพากย์การวิเคราะห์
I guess
ไม่
they might
ชอบ
wanna
พี่อ่ะ
save.
โอ้ย
You know what this is going
ไม่ออก
to
ไม่ออกอันนี้ผมก็ไม่รู้ดูมั้งดูได้
เอาไหมล่ะลิฟต์ไอ้สัตว์
เฮ้ย
เฮ้ย
ไม่ใช่พี่ไม่ใช่อย่างนั้น
เฮียก็พร้อมนะก็พร้อมนะ
เดี๋ยวจะท้ากันต่อยแล้ว
พร้อมนะ
เอพิว
เอพิวนะเอพิว
ตายหมดเลยเหรอ
ตายหมด
ที่คนเรามีความรู้สึกหรือคิดเว้ย
เอ้ยว่าแต่ดูมันอกหักจริงเหรอวะ
นานแล้วคิดมานานแล้ว
เล่นรัดไหมล่ะถามมันดิ
เล่นนานแล้วแล้วก็เล่นนานแล้ว เล่นมาตลอด
คลิปก็ถ่ายไว้ทิ้งมานานแล้วพี่
ก็ก่อนที่จะเริ่มสปิด2อะนานจริงใช่ไหม
ใช่
เพราะยังพูดถึงการซ้อมของสปิด2อยู่เลย
3 seconds left.
ก็เผื่อถ่ายตอนสปิด1
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, 5-5. 2 rounds left here. As it's neck and neck.
Yeah, there's that timeout.
Yeah, good call there, William.
I mean, T1, I think that this is what they wanted. Surely you expect this timeout, so
คลิปนานแล้วตอนนี้คือมีใหม่แล้วหรือคืนดีแล้ว
both coaches have
ไม่รู้ครับ
มีใหม่แล้ว
but DFM, most likely, the biggest thing they're talking about right now is just
รอยังดุมและใครจะทนไหมล่ะ
kind of recover. Let the past rounds go by. Talk about what have we been missing. What are the things that the players aren't talking about? It looks like maybe that's what they're
โกรธ
going
คือโง่โมโหคือบ้า
through.
เฮ้ย
Thought process over from the players on stage.
แม่งเทียร์8ไอ้สัตว์
Taking the lead right now in some of that
เปิดหัว
discussion.
แม่งเนี่ย
That's
Anh thiệp bẻ,
crazy
cái gì à?
plays here from Solon,
แม่งเทียบ
by
แปด
the
แต่สู้
way.
กับยุทธวันทีได้เหรอวะ
One of these days, I would love to see kind of
ทีนี่คือเทียร์1เหรอหรืออะไร
that's supposed to be
เทียร์
ทัวร์พี่ทัวร์
by the way,
สงสัยไม่ชอบสงสัยไม่ชอบ
I would love to see a
Yeah.
challenge between RB's Neon and Soldom's Jet on who can dodge more bullets before hitting the target. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
so good at doing
ทำอะไร
those kind of triple lutzes and all this figure skating moves.
พอรูป
Would be
แบบนั้นแล้วมัน
interesting
แบบ
to see.
มันตัง
But
หิด
for
ตังหิ
now,
ด
Soldom obviously desperate for
แอม
their
ถอนให้ไม่ล้างออก
first
อะ
match win.
We've been talking a lot about,
มีคนเรียกชื่อกูเปล่าวะเมื่อกี้เยสมันอยู่ตลอด
I mean, they've been kind of in the middle here with
ไอ
the
เอ็ม
score
ชอบ
for a lot of
ชื่อ
this,
เนี้ย
so
Yeah, I mean they need it too.
They are not supposed to lose this. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
ตัวจ
actually.
ริง
I think if you look at the rest of the tournament that we have here for this phase of it, they are probably assuming they basically have to take this. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of problems ahead.
เฮ้ยไปแล้ว
Tries to push out against the op and he
แต่
won't
ที่
be
นี่ยัง
able
อยู่
to take it down. Now they've made
เพื่อน
the
ไป
call
แต่
to
นี่ยัง
go
อยู่
through ropes. He saw them go up, so they know spawn's taken.
อุ้ยแล้วโหดูตั้งรับดิไอ้เหี้ย
They're actually falling
กลาย
right
มา
into
เป็น
the traps of DFM.
ไม่เช็ค
Oh,
Oh,
my God, for the double.
Oh, the read from
แผนอะไรครับ
DFM.
BC
What an
วิเคราะห์หน่อยแผนนี้
incredible
โอ้
timeout
โห
usage.
ต้องให้แชมป์เฟิร์สสไตล์สอนนะพวก
yes,
แม่ง
it
อ่ะ
comes off the back of Soldom winning that duel, but
ไม่ไหววะ
ไม่ไหวนะ
he
ไม่ไหว
knew
ไม่
he
ไหว
had one mission.
กู
Was
ไป
to
เล่นแทนมัน
stop
เลย
the
พี่ปะ
push into main. Lets them go through sands and say whatever, that's fine if I can take out the
ที่
operator.
นี่เอาออฟมา
Oh, and that just ruins the
แต่ไม่
entire
เช็คมุมนี้
plan.
อะดิ
From T1, they fall right into the palms of DFM.
โอ้ยเสียงหมูที่ไหนไวะไอ้สัตว์
Last round here in the first half. T1 needs to try to figure out a way to fight back. The previous round was so short, so action-packed. We've got a pretty quick push coming up here from T1. Shots fired up into the tunnel. As Anthem pops around the corner, gets a kill, 5 HP, and then none.
เหี้ยเอาตัว
Okay,
รอด
now because Suggest got taken out
อุ้ยดูอันตี
first,
ดิ
that forces
เชี่
the
ย
Viper's pit.
วางไงอะ
T1 happy to
ของโคตร
rotate
ดีอันตี Viper เนี้ย
DFM.
จดนะ
ตรวจปะ
They understand
เอาไว้เล่นในแรงได้ดี
at least they may.
ดูควบคุมพื้นที่
Likelihood is
การวาง
because
บอมหมดเลย
Kratos was on the north
หมด
side.
เหี้ยเล่นไวเปอร์ในแหลง
เหลือ
They're not clear a
เหลือ
spawn
นิดหน่อย
either,
เอา
so
ไว้
Soldom's just
มันก็
waiting
ยิง
from
ได้
on
อะ
top. He's watching
มันเหลือนิดหน่อย
for that
ที่วาง
entry
ได้
from spawn. He hears them now on dish. The flash is through. Oh, it's not good. Oh, he still gets one
ที่
kill.
เล่นเพื่อทีม
Still
ไว้เอง
trades it out.
ไม่ได้ใครเล่นไวเปอร์ในแหลง
Jay left over. Is T1
ไม่
going
ใช่
to
กู
tie
เหมือนกัน
this up?
It seems likely.
Oh.
Jay's had some impressive rounds
ถ้าไม่ใช่
over
ไอ้
on
บอก
split, but let's remember he was playing Omen, who has a little bit more to work with in terms
ไม่
of
จดเอาไปใช้ในพรีเมียร์ไงเอ็ม
1v1
ตอนนี้ไม่มีพรีเมียร์มาแล้ว
เกเดอร์พรีเมียร์ลีกเหรอ
A bit more
ใช่
opportunities to obfuscate and to relocate, fake out
แมน
movement.
ตีโคตรฟุก
But, Taka J has had these crazy moments before. And it's not going to be one this time around. 6-6. They're tied up. This has been a delightfully close.
เป็นอย่างนี้
No one has
เสี้ยว
any
วิ
idea
นาที
Yeah, I'll be honest,
ที่ได้พบเจอ จังหวะเธอยิ้ม จังหวะเธอล้ม
เขาเลี้ยงแต่ประตูห้องยันเตียง
โคตรหลอนโคตรหลอนเนี่ย
อ๋อ
Hey, whoa, I didn't even see that.
เสียวเลยเหรอ
The kill on Van.
แล้วเอ็มโสดไหมเอ็มไม่โสดอยู่แล้วครับ
Yeah, so that clears the site, which
โสดได้ไง
gives the perfect opportunity for the
ทีมงานไม่
shorty.
มุ่งครับ
Oh,
เอา
man,
แต่
all
แต่อะไร
this just to allow Sold-Out to take
แต่
control of the
สตรีม
tower with the
สตรีม
shorty.
ใช่ครับผมจะทีมบ่อยอะทีม
And
หนั
he
ก
can lurk up there, and it doesn't seem like they're committed just yet. I think they want to see if they can maybe bait out some movement, but T1's being pretty patient, knowing, it's not going to be
Mid-new
easy
gen.
from here on out, but they don't want to overextend and just come into the
Mid-new
crossfire.
gen.
เฮ้ยเอ้า
Wait
ขับ
for
อะไร
the toxic
พี่บูม
streak
ไม่เอา
to
ไม่เอา
refill
ไม่เอา
as
ไม่เอา
well. It seems like there's no reason to shy away from this without information. You have the
ไม่เอาไม่เอา
numbers.
คือเอาไปเป็นคนร้องเพลงเชียร์ได้อยู่
We're slowed down, so they'll just
สู้
buy
สู้
time
ซา
until
ซา
the
ปา
toxic
ตัง
streak
ก้าปาตังกี้เลยอะ
They might even wait.
คนละแนวเพลงไม่ใช่แนวนั้น
Now, two members have already made it across the toxic screen. Soldam actually needs to hold on to this tower. He spots him.
ไปดูเชิงดิ เฮียหนาเต๋อ
Alright, they know where the last one is.
Reload, and he doesn't quite get the kill, but he does get some damage
เอา
off.
สายย่า
Last one left.
สายย่าไหวไหมไหวไหม
Doable for Saya.
โอ้โหแล้วมัน
Okay,
วิ่ง
but
ไปดี
Suggest with
ว่ะ
a great
เอ
position as well, especially as
เอ๊ะ
Anthem
สายย่า
is now
ลำบากนะฮะ
already rotated.
Oh
Hey.
man, this is
Hey.
going to be a
Oh,
great lurk.
Mind games over mind games.
Yeah,
Suggest.
it's
ส
going to be
เก็ต
a
ไปเหอะ
nice
ไปเล่น
plan.
กับเพื่อนเถอะ
No idea they're right
ทำเหี้ยเนี่ย
below each other. Oh well, now they know.
เอ้า
Hello.
อย่าต้อง
Alright,
ทำ
that's
งาน
going to be
เรี
a
ยบร้อย
comfortable plant now
10
here.
seconds left.
Wow, I mean, Detonation's playing so well.
Yeah. Oh, and look at the positioning from Anthem as well. And now
ไม่ทำอะไรอ่ะไอ้นั่นทำอะไรอ่ะ
He's going to come up
Sa
here with
gate
an
อะ
interception on a dish.
Anthem hears him. Yep.
Oh!
ไม่สงสัยบูมไม่สงสัย
โอ
Beautiful
เค ไม่
ending.
สงสัย
First round win in the second half. DFM looking clean, looking calculated, looking composed.
แต่ไม่เกี่ยวกับไอ้สเก็ตเลยนะ ถ้าเมื่อกี้เพื่อนมันโดนยิงแก้ทำไงอะแต่เชื่อว่าไอ้เหี้ยนั้นก็ระแวงอยู่ ไม่กล้าแก้สุด
Yeah,
หร
I
อก
think losing Ansem really hurt.
ตัวสุดท้ายเมื่อกี้ใคร
Played it pretty well after, basically having
Saya.
control over that site. They seesawed back to the other side.
And again, these are the things is that having this way out available. These are things that have been missing from DFM. T1 did what they could, 3v5. Now, big question is oh wow, 5 Bulldogs. They want to take advantage of everything as much as possible. They want to continue the economic advantage. They're going for the full armor as well. So
คนที่ดูวาโลแรกๆจะรู้เลยว่ามิดนิวเจนไม่ฮานะตอนนั้นเฮีย คือซีเรียสเหรอ
making sure they can keep up
Mid-new
economic.
gen.
Here's drop.
All right,
It's good for
Munchkin
one.
trades out one. Totally
สมมติมันหล่อหลอมไม่ได้ฝั่งความคิดที่ผิดให้น้องไง
to have the Marshall player over here at A.
แต่เล่นสโมกว่ะ
Because it was one person pushing out, they expect B to be empty or weak, and they would be correct in
สุด
that.
วะ
However, the
ตอนนั้น
positioning,
Mid-new gen
they
เป็นไง
can't secure
M
tower just
ต้องซื้อ
yet.
ตัวไหนกดเชอรี่ไหม
And because
ลองเชอ
he
รี่
has a better
นั่นแหละ
weaponry, they're not going to
ถู
take
ก
the
แล้ว
risk
นี่
of doing
ถูก
so.
แล้วนี่
Take
เที่ยวแปลอะไรให้มันถือเชอรี่พี่หลุดไปไหนพี่บูม
Got Van
Uh,
Bad
down
job.
here. And does give himself away there, tries to
ถาม
dash
แพทดิ
out, still
ทนายต้อง
easy
ซื้อ
shot
ต้องซื้อ
there
ปืนอะไร
from Taka J.
ปืนสองอะ
Manages to get a second,
เออเชอ
and
รี่
maybe even
เฮ้ย
a third.
ทาเคจิ
Not getting enough help because of
โด
the
นว่ะ
smoke.
กี่วันนะเฮียไม่ไหว
Carpe is just going to do whatever he can to get some more damage in, I think. He's going to hunt for the kills, yeah. He knows the defuse isn't doable.
ไอ้สาธิตไปแตะนิวเจนนะเดี๋ยวมึงโดน
An
นะ
expected victory, but beautifully executed. Excuse me here for that nation. Focus me. Now we go deeper into the second half with the bonus round. There is a possibility with how well That Nation Focus Me is playing this, they might be even able to streak third win, which would be insane.
Yeah, and I do think T1, I would not blame them if they went for an early timeout here because there was, again, a little bit of a mismatch
ช
on
นะ
that
แน่เลย
timing
ว่ะ
on the potential
โอ้มัน
retake.
ขึ้น
I know it was a weaker round, but okay, it looks like they're just
มั
going
น
to let it slide.
ขึ้น
For Sheriffs, just the
ไม่ยิงเลย
on the side of DFM. They still have 3 Bulldogs to work with.
มันคิดไม่มาวันนี้
They're going to get the ult orb here.
ไม่จวดหรอ
Will have Seeker.
เอ้ยมา
At that
ตาก่อน
point,
หน้านั้น
they
มันก็
have
เข้ม
their
อยู่นะ
big
ทำไม
piece.
ตอนนี้มัน
Oh, they're-
ดับแล้ววะ
I mean, they've heard you're here. I do
เป็นมนุษย์
think
ไง
that you might as well go for
ก็
the
เป็นมนุษ
orb.
ย์ไม่ใช่หุ่นยนต์
You already sent the guiding light. Perhaps
มีความรู้สึกว่า
skeptical of any
เชี่ย
locations here.
Oh, Sold Up
Oh.
tries again.
He died.
There's a
He
weird
doesn't
moment.
land on there, and
He didn't actually land up in the nest.
Yeah, and-
he fell down below it.
he had the
มีเปลี่ยนรูปด้วยนะไอทีม
Oh my god, I only just now noticed that, William. It didn't even occur to me he would have the spike in hand.
Which is like, okay, he's not the one with the weapon. You're expecting him to jump in, draw crossfire, and then everyone floods in. But you chose to do that through the brim smoke without getting the seekers first. DFM, it is. They're making it really hard to just have so much hope.
งี้ทารอนจะไหวกับ DFM ไหม
That was some Wile E. Coyote stuff right there.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
You know, for a second, I had to look at the comps and be like, do they have an omen?
30
Because
seconds left.
we've seen that done with omens, but not available. Okay, so DFM, they're still making use of
แล้ว
whatever
บอมไป
they
ทำ
can
อะไร
with
ตรง
the
นั้น
bonus round here. They're collecting the ult orbs, right? So they're doing what they can. They can even get another one here, actually.
ใครเอาไปตกวะไม่ได้
And
ดู
then they'll have Viper's Pit, but they won't have time. Well, if they start to win their duels.
Hold up.
One enemy remaining.
It's just, yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay, but funnily enough,
It kind of went okay.
yeah, it kind of went okay, right? They take out 3 weapons. They get the Seekers and the Viper's Pit. They're 1 away from the Blade Storm. All right, this is a crazy game, dude.
เมื่อกี้แม่งแล้วมันคินแม่งก็ยังยืนอยู่ที่นู่นอะที่ B แทงที่บอม
Okay.
ตก A
Anyways, 4th round in
มัน
the second
แปลก
half
ๆว่ะ
here. T1 does, you know, in the
เฮ้ย
normal ebb and flow of
ตา
an
ล
early
ยิ้มหาย
set here, they do win that bonus round. I guess a more comical way than most rounds we've ever seen. But now things are going to be a little bit more evened out.
All right, just taking it slow.
ไอ้ตาลสนุกไปไหมเนี่ยเฮ้ย
T1
แตงโอมเหรอพี่
เออ
doesn't
ได้
not have full
หลังวันเกิดผมพอดีเลย
armor. Back to the judge as well.
จะได้
Okay, they hear
แล้วไม่ซื้อบงซื้อบัตรอะ
see that the poison cloud
มันต้อง
ต้อ
ซื้
ง
อ
จอง
นะ
วันไหนพี่
เนี่ยเขาเปิดจองแล้วเนี่ย
as well. Actually, that's coming out from
ไปซื้อเลย
It's like,
พี่เตรียมท่าลำมาโชว์ผมปะ
พี่ท่าทองเลยอะ
oh,
เดี๋ยว
I
พี่บน
know
โต๊ะให้เลย
RJ, he's constantly
โอ้
using that
ท่าทองบนโต๊ะให้
just to draw attention
เฮ้ย
towards
อะไร
เฮ้ย เดี๋ยวจัดนะดิ
They had a great shot there.
ไอ้ตาล
That was before they could even spot the
นะ
turret.
ให้
And
ดี
man goes for another
อุ้ย
aggressive.
บาน
Yeah, complete shutdown
Hey,
there on
Ban.
B long
บาน
3 points.
แบนไอ้สัตว์ บานไอ้เหี้ย
Back over here.
บานไหนอีกอะ
They've got a pretty good defending position over
อะไร
here.
ตาล
Outside,
บานเลยไรน้อง
หมายถึงไอ้นั่นมันบานพี่
Takache up here in the front.
เหี้ย
Thinking now, and then pulls away when he
บาน
realizes
เป็นดอกไม้เลยครับ
ในหัวมันมีแต่เรื่องนี้แล้ว
around the corner.
Here's the thing
Yeah.
that, again, it's just
มีไลน์อัพไหมในหัว
Suggest had already taken over the entire
Come
section
on,
of Dish.
Nache.
He's been ready for the crossfire, but now he's
ไป
alone
วง
as
ไลน์อั
well.
พ
They
ไป
keep
วงไวเปอ
walking
ร์
into
ไอ้
these
เหี้ย
1v1s.
ดีไหม
ดีครับพี่ชายผม
He's
ไอ้
pushing
เหี้ย
back
คิว
there.
จอยกับปลาติดหลังคาไอ้สัตว์
Yeah,
Ui.
this just does
Wait.
not look like it's gonna happen.
มันนานแล้วพี่
This may end pretty quietly here.
Yeah.
ไอ้เต้ยังปาหลังคาเลยพี่
Don't. At this point, with 15 seconds,
ล่าสุด
please
ไม่ได้
don't
ลง
rush
แล้ว
into the site. They're gonna
มือ
go
มึง
for
ไม่อยาก
it.
ล
They
ง
want to go for the win.
อืม
They're not checking their angles.
Yeah, but that's gonna be that 8 to 8. Evened out once more. Man was insane with those shots.
Yes.
Whether it was A or B, he just kept shutting down any progress with peaks.
Okay, so DFM will be the one to call the timeout, and quite frankly, I think it's got to be the same reason he actually catches the flag of Anthony right as that screen's going
ไป
through.
ดูยัง
That's
โอม
something
ดีกว่า
that-
เว้ย และนี่คือท่าทองซาว
Right? When you set up the screen that way, it doesn't go across the entire generator. There is that
Right.
gap that he can still peek out of. So something that they'll have to keep in mind, but more
ยังโอมบ้าน
importantly,
เพื่อนนะ
it's like, you know, Anthem peeking out
บอก
there
แม่ไป
on
ว่า
his
บอก
own.
แม่ว่าไป
I know
บ้าน
they
เพื่อน
wanted to go in quietly, so they weren't
Right,
using
right,
utility. But Anthem,
Man,
you know,
I
being the
hate
first one to peak, a little bit unfortunate. And then on top of that, right, Suggest not quite being. They still had 40 seconds left on the clock. I think on the side of A main, they could have waited until Suggest made the call that he had already fully taken control of Dish, available for the crossfire, things like this. Again, we're seeing those kind of micro breakdowns from DFM happening. And we saw that it's doable. We saw that they have
แล้วไอ้กอล์ฟมันไอ้ลำมันรู้ป่ะเนี่ยว่า
points
แข่
in
งสอง
time
ลำ
where they've cleaned it up
ไอ้ลำไม่มีคอม
over on split as
Oh?
well. So
มึงด่ามันเลยไอ้ตาล
มันอยู่ไหนมันไม่มี
It's
คอม
been
อ่ะ
such an
ห้อง
incredible
มีอ่ะ
best
มัน
of
มีคอม
three
แต่มันไม่
in
มี
this
เมาส์
game,
ไม่มี
no
คีย์บอร์ด
exception.
มันอยู่ฟังอะไรมันก็ไม่รู้
Now we move on.
กำลังถึงแคมป์แล้ว
Time out.
มันจะกลับอยู่ มันกำลังเดินทาง
Where
โม่
exactly
เดี๋ยว
are
ต
they
บ
gonna
โอ้โห
try to take the spike this time
มันจะข้าม
around?
เหรอพี่ช่วยด้วย
Helps me. A lot
ก็
of,
มึงไปแซวมาไหนเฮีย
in the north,
เอ้า
Just is gonna be lurking
เป็นว่า
down at
มัน
the bottom.
มันก็ต้องโหนกระแสหน่อยหรือเปล่า
Turret
อ่ะ
over here to spot.
ไม่เราไปวางตังค์แล้วก็มาหงุดหงิด
yeah,
น้องมันไง
DFM desperately
ไม่อันนี้ถือว่าช่วยอยู่นะ
they're
ทำ
able to
ดี
at
ๆนะ
least break
พูดดีๆนะ
over the site during these buy
Okay,
rounds.
Lamanช่วย
So that they can start to force potential changes from Munchkin's killjoy.
ในคำด่าก็มีประโยชน์อยู่นะในนั้นมีอยู่นะต้องลองไปแงะไปแคะเอาดู
The way that T1 has played Fracture.
อยู่ที่ว่าลำจะเปิดไกลฟังไหม
ใครก็ได้ช่วย
Now he's waiting with a judge.
Yeah, the question is anybody going to go
ยัง
up
มีโอ
there?
กาสนะสำหรับ 3A ลำโพสต์สตอรี่อย่างนั้น
Now he waits outside on the
ไม่
low
ใช่นะน้อง
ground.
ยังมีโอกาสเข้าเพย์ออ
อ่ะ
ฟ
ถ้าชนะ NKT ก็เข้าเหรอ
เข้าไอ้เราบอกเข้าเลย
There is Munchkin lurking
กูก็บอก
inside.
มันอยู่
So this is going to be a pinch onto A.
เอาพี่บูมไปไหมล่ะพี่บูมด่าอย่างเดี๋ยวไม่มีช่วยอะไรเลยนะให้นิวบอก
Soldam
ใครนะ
has to wait until noise is made, but for this to
แค่
work,
พี่
they
ผม
need
ซื้อ
to
เชอร์ลิ
actually
ฟ
be
ก็
able to
ผิด
get into A
ไม่รู้จะ
site.
ทำไงให้เขา
If
ถูก
they
ใจ
just walk into Ban and Ban cleans
พี่
up
ไม่เคยดู
all
ซิมเปิล
members
หรอ
over
ท
on
นาย
Dish like
ทนายเชอรี่ป่ะ
do.
เออ
Yeah, Ban's already done this a couple times.
Uh-oh.
เคยแต่ไม่ชอบอะ
Hold on,
Okay.
they're gonna
Oh.
go back over
No,
to B.
I like it.
I'll be here,
the
man,
problem is
bud.
They heard him. They heard him from the middle of the map. You saw the ping. Because they were
Hey,
running
Matt, bud.
across because of time,
Bud, yeah.
and they didn't run on the far north side of the map there at the edge.
ใช่คือเปิ้ลวะ
Saya hears them. They're very well
เปิ้ล
aware.
แป้วแวว
Okay, they
จะวนไป
managed to
ต้อย
spill
ดู
it
ดิ
over
ดู
here
เอ็
to
ม
B.
ดิ
It's
ใช่
Munchkin waiting
อะไร
for
อะไร
the judge, but the
อ้าว
wrong he's picked
มัน
up.
มาด่าพี่
A great
เนี่ย
setup
มัน
for
คิดมันหลุด
Soldam.
ปะวะ
They
ข้า
now
งหน้ามีพิษ
control
ข้างหลังไม่
B
มีอะไรกัน
They
แต่ไม่
control
หัน
it,
หลัง
and the pit goes down as
ไม่ได้ยิน
well.
พี่หิวมันนัวอยู่
Round so
Oh,
far.
ร้านเกม
What
นัว
is T1 going to do to try to come back in here? It's a gauntlet of different utility to try to navigate. They all tuck up into the tube up here.
Oh, Suggest meanwhile is going for
อุ้ย
a
อันติอะไรอะ
heavy rotate through sewers.
ต้องการ
Now,
ฮี
even
โร่
the orbital strike being used by Zenfree, they are desperate
Yeah,
to
they're
secure
spending heavy
this.
here.
ไม่เก็บเล่นโพสต์
I mean, their weaponry is not
Oh,
great
I'm
to
sorry.
spam against T1,
เอ้าแล้วทีวันปล่อยเลย
and
I
T1,
think they
they're
might have done it, man.
yeah, they're just gonna go for
Yeah,
the save. I
TD
don't
ว่ะ
mind the save here, because
Oh,
if
หนี
you
ไปไหน
drop
อะ
it all, it's gonna be free upgrades for the side of DFM. Oh, well, there's one.
มาดิ มาดิ
All right, not
ใครอยาก
bad.
โดน
He's
ไอ้เหี้ย
straight out. Any guns you can get them to drop here is going to be
โอ้
worthwhile.
ฟอร์เรส
D.
ทิปตี
Nicely
ทิปต้น
done.
เฮ้ย
Ninth
เอ๊ะ
win.
เอ๊ะเอ๊ะเอ๊ะเดี๋ยวมั่วละมั่วละ
But
ตัด
T1
เริ่ม
looking
มั่ว
for
ละ
an answer to play catch up.
เริ่มมั่วละ
Yeah, I mean, okay, that was off of the timeout coming from DFM. T1 not choosing for a counter timeout says,
การขาย
okay,
ไอ
you
ดี
know
ฟีฟ่า
what?
ไปยัง
That was their round.
ยังเลยพี่
They
ยังไม่
did
ออกเหรอ
invest heavy, right, in terms of
เปล่ามัน
ultimates.
ได้
They
ขาย
used
แล้ว
both the pit
TOTS ป่ะล่ะพี่
and the orbital strike.
เป็นไงบ้าง
Now, part of
ค
the
รับ
reason they use the orbital
วีคนี้
strike
ยังกากอยู่
confidently is the lockdowns are pretty much
วี
lined
ค
up
นี้ไม่
for
ค่อย
each
รู้
other.
ว่ะ
Of course, Carpe only one away from his orbital strike as well, though, so potential ult trades coming in the next couple rounds. Oh, and now a heavy weight from DFM, just waiting for the aggression. Ban, this has been the way he's been playing and making things happen.
ตึง
Obviously,
แจ๊ด
spots him.
พวกนี้มีผลอะไรกับทารอนมั้ยน่ะ
Right, we've got
Need
Ban
more
so
than-
close here. Now, never count
We
Ban
need
out. Free
คือ
Fire's
มัน
a
ก็ต้อง
little
การ
bit
ชนะ
doesn't
ทั้งคู่
connect.
อ่ะ
ทารอนเนี่ยมัน
Okay,
ต้อง
they
ช
heard
นะ
the dash out, though, so they
มัน
know
ไม่ต้อง
that
ไปลุ้นให้
this
ใครช
means
นะ
that
หรอก
there needs to
มั
be
นนั่นแหละ
support now
ต้องช
coming
นะ
over for the side of T1, right? Because Jet doesn't have a get out of jail free
ไอ้สอง
card.
คนนี้ท้ายตารางไอ้สองทีมนี้ท้ายตารางเหมือนกันไหม
งาน
That's
โปร
the
โม
more
ท
does
การ
come
ท่อง
in
เที่ยว
there.
รายได้
Quietly
600 ต่อวัน
flipped up here,
แอดไลน์ B6
in
ส
the
อง
north.
แปดเอาเลย
But it's going to be a double stack here.
เอา
ราย
แล้
ได้เสริม
ว
ต่อวัน
And we've got Saya.
เอาเดี๋ยวพี่
And
ไม่
I
เลือก
love
งาน
this.
ไม่
They
ยาก
make
จน
the
นะ
noise on the
โปรโมท
rope,
การท่อง
and
เที่ยว
that forces T1 to have to pay more attention to
เที่ยวทั่วไทย
Dish while being aware that A main has been given up, and the Seekers, it's going to check Munchkin right behind the box. He is getting Oh, Saya with a great cover, though.
Insane
เที่ยวทั่ว
moment
ไทยเอาไกล
here.
ทั่วโลก
They are going to try to spill it. It's still Saya holding that spot until they can actually get in.
A great volley
Takes
from
a
Carpe.
peek. Doesn't see anybody.
Oh, but Soldam just walks in and takes him out.
Left.
Oh, beautiful spray in there from
Zeta,
Zeta, taking
yeah.
two
เอาไป
out.
สอง
Oh, Zeta has been cleared. DFM, they
Wait.
weren't able to take sight, so they had to take so much other
โอ้โห
space.
ไอ้เชี่ยแล้วมันบานแผกถูกด้วย
Zinfree comes down.
หายไปเลย
Where he is.
He try to plant, maybe get this off.
Yeah,
Yeah, plant alone is good.
Spike
Just let it
planted.
happen, but
พี่เอ็มปลดแบนผมทีเอ็มไปแบนใครเขาอีกอะ
now that smoke he's
ทำ
purposely making it
ทำ
seem
ตัว
like
ระ
he
ยำ
could
ที่
be
อะไรไว้ล่ะ
hiding in there, trying to create these 1v1 angles.
ระยำ
Oh, he's
ตำบ
good
ล
for one.
แบงค์แคมป์มัวที่ไหน
They
อะ
get two. He escapes up in the tube.
He's got the
33
volley as
HP.
well.
ไหนมอบตัวที่มึงทำตัวระยำอะไรไว้
Yep.
ลงไหมน่ะ
And then
ว่าไม่
rotate.
ลงนะน่ะ
Oh, but it misses as well.
แล้วปล่อยทำไมอ่ะ
This now restarts again.
Now, if he can,
ได้
if
อยู่
he can
มีเว
take
ลาครับ
out their weapons, though, still not the end of the world. Oh, man.
Beautiful round from T1, but that was a nail biter. I have a feeling we're going to be in overtime, William.
เชี่ยแม่ง
It's
ปวด
very
ขี้วะ
likely. Again, I mean, still, neither
ผม
team
ก็บอกเลย
has
ผมบอกเลย
done more than 2 rounds, right?
Bye, bye,
No
bye.
one has
Love
gotten
it,
the enemy to go into that triple loss streak, which is also making the economy situation quite dire if it goes down to close numbers like this, but Zeta, oh, what a good hold. And DFM, them spreading out to take control of spawn, that is fine, right? Because they couldn't clear out site just yet, so they wanted to make sure that they had a way out. But the timing missed. Zeta getting that kill through the smoke and then having time to recover against Anthem was a very clutch moment.
Okay, so they don't find anything just yet. DFM slowly snaking up into the B position. And they're going to get that Viper wall set up here. They're going to try to come in for a dash.
Oh!
Band gets a deny, but is shut down by Jinfree. 25 HP, maybe unwise to move in any further. Anthem goes with a little bit of a heal up here as they're going to rotate as a squad back down quietly through the spawn.
Yeah, what I would love from DFM is, do what you did the previous round, on your bonus round, right? At least get some of these ult orbs. And then ideally, if you get a good read, maybe you can draw out one of these ultimates. I don't think it's going to happen, especially, yeah, man, it's going to take a lot of effort to clear out the utility here from Munchkin on A, which, by the way, great changeup, right? Plant the Blade Storm, and then because you have Rolling Thunder and Orbital Strike, you just empty B site, and now Munchkin can have a new setup on A with the Killjoy utility. They're just going to try to swarm the site. Munchkin's hiding. They got to expect that it can't be empty, though.
Yeah, well, they're going to start to get in now. Munchkin's still back here. Gets one.
Oh, well, there's a Rolling Thunder.
Oh, Munchkin gets 4. What? T1 pulls ahead.
Well, the desk wanted to see him munch, and there he is, just chomping against DFM. He's been having these clutch rounds time and time again, all throughout Pacific.
That was an insane moment. They just weren't ready. It seemed like they weren't able to communicate exactly where he was. Things happen so quickly.
And, I mean, the Rolling Thunder, the angle it was at, just perfect, where Munchkin can also just step right out of it and just pick off all of the free kills here.
Just sidestep it with ease. T1's now in the lead. Can Detonation start to catch up? We don't have that much left here. As we're getting closer and closer to the end of the final map.
Munchkin's holding close on purpose. He's trying to clear this out. Oh, Ban!
Whoa!
With a collateral!
Munchkin is doing so well. Unable to get the plant there with the lockdown. 2v3 now. Numbers on T1's side, but the spike is in a situation where it can be planted at B's, so T1 needs to come in here for that retake.
Now Carpe has the orbital strike. Oh, not gonna need it. That's just one member left.
Toxins going up.
Okay, push comes in. Kaka J here just gonna hold the little haul up here, up an elbow. Oh,
okay,
gets
nice
one,
beat.
runs away. He's got 2 more he's got to deal with. Oh, but he might just be out of position here. Hold on.
Can he get the peek?
Oh!
He tries to just jiggle it to force him to pop off of the defuse. But
No, you see the mind game there. He's like, no, you're going to let go and try to get the kill and close it out that way. But he stuck it.
Hearts of Steel from Saya. I mean, knowing the timing on that.
9-11, T1 so close. Detonation's been playing. I'd say the best series I've seen them play here is Pacific, but the truth is T1 may manage to get ahead, and if they do, that means it'll be yet another in a streak of losses in the best of 3s here for Detonation Focus Me.
Yeah, gonna use their second timeout. Absolutely, this is the time to use it. You don't want to give up match point for free. Again, the first time either of these teams has strung together 3 rounds in a row here on Fracture. T1 just getting their 3rd round win in a row. DFM, they gotta stop it. They gotta try to catch back up. You can see it. They were being happy, but now that they were so close to the actual win, the nerves really coming through. You can see it on their faces. And this is part of it. This is one of those other intangibles where it's like your morale, right? Your mental momentum. Which teams can really bounce back from this? And we saw it at Lock-in when Fnatic made that incredible comeback, right? Of just, no matter how far behind we are, you got to have faith that it can happen. See if DFM can do it today.
I'm getting a little bit worried here. DFM has been good in the back and forth, but we just don't have that much of this map left. 2 more wins for T1, and it's over. 1 more win for T1, and it's going to have to come down to overtime, which it very well may.
Still could. Now, they are all-inning on this round, as they should. Going for the half armors, but with rifle buys.
Okay, Van ready to receive.
He does use his
Here.
dash early.
Whips
Okay.
the shot.
Gets scratched up as well. He is trapped now. The Killjoy utility is here. Munchkin is here for the crossfire cover as well. DFM not getting too eager on this. They're doing another plant with Soldom though.
Gonna trade out over here.
ห้องล่างรหัสอะไรวะ
Again, though, it does appear that B is the target. We do have Soldom wrapping all the way under. Munchkin's going to see that and escape back.
Okay, so they know that they're both focused onto our B side. This is all for Soldom. It's a plant. Can he get the kill? He sees the gun.
เอ้ยพี่อะ
Beautifully done. Gets the
อะไรนะ
kill.
เข้าพี่เมียมาดิ
Escapes back out.
เข้าไงวะ
Zeta's over
เดี๋ยวผม
here
ก
with
ด
a
ชวน
shutdown on Suggest.
Yeah, but Zeta getting that kill now
Back.
makes him aware that it's still potentially an A hit. Orbital strike being used to clear out. Oh, counter orbital strike as well, just to buy time. And Anthem now nowhere to go. He gets picked off by Carpe.
30 seconds left.
Soldom has to get the entry kill.
Hey,
But
Bob,
here
Bob,
comes
Bob,
the
Bob.
Molly. Molly's from both sides. Zenfree hasn't dropped yet.
เอาล่าสุดมันแข่งแคมป์หรือว่าแข่งคอนโด
Around the corner.
Soldom doesn't have a dash. He's just trying to
ขอตรวจไม่
claw
ขึ้นแล้วหรอ
through, and they can't
เพิ่ง
get
หาย
it.
เพิ่งหายวัน
Beautifully done. T1.
นี่โอเพนเบต้า
Now one win away from ending this. Detonation
Match
focus me.
point.
They need to get 3 in a row. In a whoa. I got an Elmer Fudd voice there for a
ตัว
second.
ละ
And I just don't think it could happen.
Man, it's such a good idea from DFM as well to
Yeah.
pinch onto that operator to take it out, draw out the focus. But here's the thing. If Munchkin is alive, T1 has never felt pressure to rotate over. That Killjoy utility has always proven so useful. Munchkin has been playing so safe and clutch in all of their games so far. And unfortunately, Zeta winning that initial duel on main as well. Now it's just a Hail Mary rush with whatever buys he can. Okay, they get 1 kill, they get 2.
All right, they've started.
น้ำมัน
Can they
น้ำมันได้
finish
เหี้ย
it?
อะไรวะ
ไม่รู้เหมือนกัน
Over
ได้
here,
ไอ้นี่
Zeta
มั้ง
waits.
ไอ้แท็กมั้ง
แท็ก
The very patient
แข่ง
DFM
พรีเมียร์วินเนอร์
doesn't commit just yet. Lets that utility burn through.
ต้องแข่งให้ครบไอ้เนี่ยนะ
Opportunity
พี่ออฟ
น่าจะ
to
ใช่
rise later on in the round.
แต่ไม่รู้เราเจอใครอ่ะ
Killjoy here. Saya comes back just to peek into A. No action there yet, although it does
อ๋อมัน
seem
สุ่ม
like
เหรอ
A is quietly
น่าจะสุ่ม
becoming more and
ว่า
more of the place to be.
ที่มึงชอบกินมอคค่าหรือว่าชาบู
Tiptoe over there.
Yeah, just a numbers game from DFM, right? We took out 2 members. Either way, you're most likely going to be grouped up. We'll always still have the numbers advantage. They're even keeping Suggest over on B side just to fish for extra kills.
นั่งรถมาเลยเหรอล
ก็อะไร
These moments before he
ไม่ได้เอาของมาดิไม่เกี่ยว
Will they check for him?
I
They
don't
don't
know
check.
that they see him, but it doesn't matter. Zinfree's too fast with the knife. Suggest takes Zeta out. We've only got 1 player left. This is going to be the 10th win on the board here.
Oh, Suggest expects it. Suggest expects it, but not going to be quick
Spike
enough.
planted.
Saya just letting out a little bit of frustration about not being able to close it out just yet.
Yeah. So now it's just going to be an ending to this round. Can Detonation focus me? Do it 2 more times.
Yeah, so Saya desperately wants to keep this weapon because he's the one who can't buy. I think,
Yeah.
I mean, Ban might be able to eke out if he goes for the half armor here. But either way, here's the thing, DFM, they cannot take any risks in losing more weapons.
Right.
Picking up the Phantom.
And again, T1, they just need that 1 win. They're going to be done, but Detonation focus me. They need to start to bring this to overtime. And what could be the greatest best of 3 here for their careers.
มึงแข่งแล้วมึงเจอแรงอะไรวะ
I thought you were about to say, of all time. The
หรือมัน
greatest
แบบ
time.
รวมเลย
In all the different
That's
universes that
no
could
secret.
possibly exist, William.
น่าจะระหว่าง
You've already
เรีย
gone
น
through
มา
all of them.
กี่คู่
I'm casting here, but you guys can't see it, but he's doing all his hand
So what?
motions.
No, only the other
One
universe
thing.
where you use your ID and I'm using my
Don't
real
know what
name.
he-
In every possible conceivable universe.
ที่ระบบมันยังไงวะ
But this has been a great
Yeah,
series
what?
so far.
แล้วถ้าไอ้เฮียนั้นไม่มาก็รอเกอร์ดิ
Fist bump yet.
Gotta get the fist bump.
It was like that could have been a bad sign.
All right. 2 more rounds for
มีใครสตรีมไหมตอนแข่ง
DFM, Viper's Pit and Lockdown in
ำอยู่แล้วล่ะ
hand.
พี่
มีอยู่
มี
แล้ว
พี่
Munchkin still holding on to
เพราะ
his
ผมน่าสตรีมน่าทดลองการสตรีม
necessary moment
full time
as
หน่อย
well.
เอาไอ้ยางล้ำโถ
Through for DFM ever since their timeouts, right? It's just holding against these pushes on one side, so just alone, and then just fish for information. They're waiting.
พีแรงเขาอิงจากเอมาคนที่สูงสุดในแรง
เอ็มอาร์คนที่สูงสุด
Oh, they're just gonna go through.
Yeah, they're just gonna commit. Munchkin's ready. We've seen him do this before.
Yeah, now they know that no one's
Ooh,
got upstairs.
Sky
Sold out. He
Lee
can't get the kill.
Just two left here.
สแกรี่เทิร์ฟคาดูมิวเจนยูนแท็บ
Oh, and the lockdown as well.
Alone
No way to
field.
clear it.
ไอ้เหี้ยละมิดไปอยู่นู่นหมดเลย
Just gets two
เป็นไง
though. He starts
ตอนแร
it.
กมันชนผมแล้วผมบอกว่าเหลือ
ไม่
แค่
เอา
No longer. The spike is
Oh.
down.
Tala-
There's no
Tala-
way for Anthem to recover it.
สู้ไม่ได้ฮะ
That's gonna be it. There's no turning back now. Anthem with less than half HP needs to just try to get the spike, try to get all 3 kills, try anything. Only 30 seconds left to do just that.
30
Oh
seconds
man.
left.
งี้เสมอก็เอารหัสแรง
DFM,
ไอ
they
รอนไปให้เจ
switched
อ
it
แรง
up a bit
ต่ำ
with
ได้
Soldam going under and then going for that
Really?
updraft, but T1 just one step ahead. No
มันได้อะไรจาก
time.
การแข่งพรีเมียร์นี่ไหม
Here from T1. That's gonna be it. 13 to 10 and a
มันจะได้
2 to 1.
XOE
T1 does in fact win in a hard-fought battle, defeating Detonation Focus Me. That means Detonation Focus Me in another week here does not manage to win.